Floyd and he was me,
yeah,
he would never have to fight again because that exhibition shit,
yeah.
as me being his little brother, hey, little bro, we finna do 10 rounds, and we both gonna get 100+ million for it,
Right.
and we ain't never got to box again. Well,
Right.
well, I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Right.
And you.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see him jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, his channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Just Do shine, busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme's sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Just Do Boxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Just Do. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
In the building. Make sure y'all subscribe to Just Do Boxing, the best boxing talk on YouTube.
Just Do Boxing in the building, 4 o'clock shorty, man. Y'all make sure y'all check him out. He's going to be live today at 4 o'clock, man. And he's going to be spewing some good stuff as he always do with an unbiased approach, man. He's probably the most unbiased channel on YouTube.
What's going on? And one of my favorite channels, if y'all into that pugilistic perfection, if y'all into that boxing, that's that boy Just Do Boxing here on YouTube. Make sure y'all check out Just Do Boxing, the only unbiased boxing channel on YouTube, because I am definitely biased when I talk about boxing. So
as always, we got to shout out everybody in the chat, man. Shout out to my brother Just Do. Y'all make sure y'all go sub to Just, man. Just doing a hell of a job over there. Had a great interview today. The brother, and I say it respectfully, one of the most non-biased individuals that I've ever heard speak on the sport of boxing. And I got a lot of love and respect for my brother Just, man. And right now, we're going to give him his Just Due. Shout out to my brother Just Do, man. Much love and respect.
What's good? What's good? Salute to the family. How y'all feeling on this Good Friday, man? We back to build on this boxing and give it his just due, how we always do. And we got a little bit of drama heading into the fight for tomorrow. We got some drama, y'all. We got some drama, man. And I see all the different people chirping. And we're going to talk about it, man. We're going to build on this boxing on this Good Friday, man. You know, ain't nothing wrong with a little drama before the fight, you know? A little drama before the fight. You dig? What's this? What's that? So shout out to the fam, man. Let me get to what we at on the likes. I know we getting closer to 1 million, man. Ace, my guy, what it do? All things in the building. Ghetto Fab, Nick Ballin, what it do? Jordan, my guy, what's good with it, fam? All camp, yeah, that's why. Creole the Traveler, my guy, what's good with it, bro? BJ33 in the building. Yeah, man. We gonna get to it, man. We gonna get to it. Shout out to Mike Ron. Dante's Boxing Talk, my homie. What's good with it, bro? Joseph in the building, Thrill Hill. We gonna talk about it, man. We gonna get to it. Everybody tripping out. I hope all them people that was in my comments too come to the live today too. I hope everybody. I want all the trolls, even trolls is welcome. Y'all welcome to come have this build. Rod, what it do, homie? Emmanuel in the building. What's good, bro? How y'all feeling, man? We gonna get to this, man. We got some drama. We got some drama heading into the fight, man. We got a little bit of drama, y'all. You know, got a little bit of drama. Ain't nothing wrong with a little bit of drama before the fight. You know, but nah, all seriousness, let me start off by being serious because people be too sensitive, man. So let me start off by saying, anytime you sign a contract, you want to make that weight. End of story, right? Just simple, plain and simple. Opulent LDTV blessings, family. How you feeling, bro? Anytime you sign a contract, you want to make weight. Anytime, right? Because that, you know, that shows that, you know, you put the work in, you did everything necessary, you know, you made the sacrifice, you know, you made the weight, right? But you know, I do believe that some of these guys, sometimes you could go to the well one too many times. You know, I don't know what kind of camp he had in terms of like weight cut, right? I only know what he put out. You know, he said he felt it a little bit for the Baranchik fight. You get what I'm saying? And again, a lot of times, you know, it'd be time for guys to go up, and you can go to the well one too many times. And I think that's what this is. Now, I don't know. I don't have no information that would suggest that he intentionally did it. I don't know. But, you know, when you come in, you know, 4 pounds, you know, 4 pounds is some change, you know, people going to talk. So that was a lot. I didn't expect that. I ain't going to lie to you. You know, you do got to make the weight because you signed the contract to make the weight. You get what I'm saying? But I also believe that, you seen him, he been pro for what, a few years now. He been making that same weight. So I didn't expect that to happen. But, you know, for me, it's all about now what do you do after you miss the weight? The losing of the belt is not the biggest of deals. And the reason I'm saying that is if you got plans on going up, if you didn't have plans on being undisputed, it's not that big a deal. But at the same time, it would have been a title defense as opposed to you know, just having a fight. So that kind of, you get what I'm saying? Maybe that, you know what I mean? Maybe you bummed out about that because this was supposed to be a title defense and it's not because you missed the weight. But like I said, you can only go off what these dudes say. He said he outgrew the weight. Shit, obviously, if you more than 4 pounds over, you clearly don't need to be at 35 no more. And for me, I only need to see it once. You miss weight the one time, then you just move up accordingly, right? That's what you do. So could you criticize him for being unprofessional? And yeah, you can do that, you know, and I should no argument there. You're supposed to make the weight. He know that. But I do believe it. If there's nothing you could do, if you truly gave it your all and you just couldn't make it, then there's nothing you could do. You got to eat the criticism that come with it. And most importantly, you got to go out there and perform. You still got to fight. You still got, you still got, you know, you still got to handle business. So, you know what I'm saying? So nothing changes. The job is still the same. You get what I'm saying? You got to handle business. Latifah, shout out to the Queen. Cornelius, what's good with it, fam? How you feeling? Crush the legend in the building. What's good with it, man? CJ, what's good, homie? Richard in the building. What's good, homie? How y'all feeling, man? How y'all feeling? Yeah. All right, we're going to get to this, though. So, yeah, man, ain't nothing you could do, bro. You just got to make the weight. You get what I'm saying? But as long as he put in the work to go out there and handle business tomorrow, that you know, that's the most important thing. You get me? I'm not going to trip too much about no belt because that's something for him, right? That's a trinket for him. The fight is still going to be the fight, belt or no belt. He still got to go out there and make sure he handled De Los Santos accordingly. Now I see people making this argument or this case that he somehow missed it on purpose. I mean, I think that would be kind of silly, you know what I mean, to miss weight on purpose. So I'm not gonna go there with it, but he definitely somebody dropped the ball. You get what I'm saying? Somebody dropped the ball somewhere in terms of the weight cut. or whatever happened. You get what I'm saying? Somebody had to drop the ball with more than 4 pounds. You know, that's tough. That's tough to explain to people that, you know, why you missed by that much. You get what I'm saying? You almost pulled the damn limos. He almost pulled the limos. You almost came in a whole weight class over, bro. You almost came in at 140, Key. So look, you know, it's just unfortunate because he was locked in, focused. Everything was going trending in the right direction, and this is just a bit of a setback, just a bit, right? But again, it's not that big a deal if you plan on going up. You just got to make sure that this shit like this never happens again, right? Hold yourself accountable. You signed a contract. You were supposed to make the weight, right? He said he grew out of the weight class. It's nothing ain't nothing I could do about him growing out of the weight class, right? It's just what it is. But the most important thing is now that you know that you big for the class, you need to go up. So then the very next fight being up at 140 makes sense. You get what I'm saying? I think he went to the well one time too many. I always said this. He was a pretty muscular dude. He wasn't no small lightweight. We were just having this conversation the other day when they was talking about you know, him and Shakur fighting each other. And I kept telling you, man, I see somebody being up at 140 before even push come to shove. And I got my answer. I didn't think it was going to come in this fashion, but it did. And it just is what it is, bro. Like, you get what I'm saying? You see he chiseled up. He ripped up, you know what I mean? So I don't think it was him not putting in the work or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? I just think he just outgrew the weight. You know what I'm saying? Cal Cooler, bless his family. How you feeling, bro? Now you say, AK Lil Wayne Carter. Oh, man. Y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that like button while y'all come in here, man. Smash the like button. If you new, sub to the channel. Let's build, man. Yeah, he was supposed to make the weight, bro, but ain't so much I could say about it. I do wonder if this will affect the performance at all, right? If this will affect the performance, that'd be that's gonna be tough. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go out and handle business. And I can't, it's no explanation for being that much overweight, really. You know what I'm saying? So I could see why people are saying, oh, you did it intentionally, but you know, you still gotta go out there and win, bro. You still that's just one side of it. Now, how you gonna perform knowing that you lost your belt on the scale? You can't keep it. Right? Is this going to affect you at all? Is the added weight going to affect you at all? You get what I'm saying? Is any of this going to affect your performance? Because if so, you're going, you know what I mean? You just made this fight a bit tougher for you. But I think he'll be fine, man. I think the job is still the same. The goal is still the same. Got to go out there and win. And I think winning cures everything. So, yeah, you know, you'll hear the different conversations people, you know, oh, he's unprofessional and blah blah. Yeah, you can grill him. He was supposed to make that weight, you know, 4 pounds and some change, man. That's crazy, right? You can get on his ass for it, but he better win. See, that's the other part of it. You know, this is just, you know, the weigh-in, right? Now you know you stripped of the title, you done lost it on the scale. You can't do nothing about it. Now, what do? You handle the things that you can control. You miss that weight. If you truly you just, you know, outgrew the weight and that's just what it was, you wasn't willing to try to, you know, lose the weight, you got to go out there and fight. You get what I'm saying? You got to go out there and fight. You know what I'm saying? Technique was good with it. Dank was good. Hood Rich. Shout out to everybody in the building, man. Y'all hit the like button. Fresh, what it do, man? Said if he was he'll call it off. Lee, what's good with it? C Wood, what's good? I'm not gonna you know, overstate it. You know what I mean? You just got to make weight, bro. And, you know, so the criticism going to come, but I don't think it was a lack of putting in work. You get what I'm saying? But somebody definitely fumbled or dropped the ball a bit there. You get what I'm saying? And I see all the different people complaining and saying, oh, he knew the whole time he was going to go up. And I mean, maybe he did, bro. Maybe he did. You get me? Maybe he did. But I think this is an example of going to the well one too many times, man. And that's what could happen. He wasn't the smallest guy. You get what I'm saying? Wasn't the smallest guy, but he never had this issue, never missed weight before this point. And now, he definitely got plans. He had to. You get what I'm saying? He had to. So, yeah, man, Own up to it. The most important thing is just accountability for your situation, bro. You get what I'm saying? Accountability for your situation. Understand that, you know, you was in control of this. They're gonna be on your helmet a little bit. They're gonna talk crazy, but they're gonna talk even more crazy if you don't look good, if you don't perform well, if you don't stand on business like you've been doing. You get what I'm saying? You gotta go out here and kick his ass for real now. You might even have to stop him. Get what I'm saying? Keyshawn, you got to beat his ass now. You get me? They saying you did this on purpose. They said that you was worried about his punching power. They said, man, you try to put on a little bit of extra cushion for that sledgehammer that De Los Santos got. They said, man, I told you he was chinny. They say he worried about something. They said that's why he missed weight, y'all, because he worried about what De Los Santos bringing to the table. Well, we're going to get all our damn questions answered tomorrow now, ain't we? We're going to get them all questioned. We're going to get all our questions answered tomorrow. So, yeah, you know, people going to say, oh, you got to stop him now. But, you know, nah, I just think he got to do what he do. He got to go out there and beat his ass. You get what I'm saying? You got to go out there and beat his ass, man. You feel me? Shout out to Don Royal, man. Keyshawn about to fight TL. Hey, so look, we're going to talk about it. It's a lot to unpack, man. It's a lot to unpack. It's a lot to unpack. Shout out to Ghetto Fat, my God. Appreciate you. Y'all make sure y'all hitting that like button and let's keep building, man. You know what's going on, G. So look, check this out. I know a lot of people, they had different takes because he grilled Abdullah Mason, right? They're like, oh, that's clout chasing. He's clout chasing. Let's be honest, bro. He had a different point than Abdullah Mason. You can't clout chase a damn contender or a prospect / contender, whichever one you want to call him. I'll say probably in that contender space, right? But you can't clout. That's number one. How you going to call it clout chasing when this dude repeatedly got asked? Now, he did, to Abdullah Mason's credit. He continued to get asked about him. They kept asking him about Keyshawn. But we're all of y'all, let's keep the same energy. We got to keep the same energy. He did interview after interview talking about Keyshawn. He even said he going to see if he really want to smoke. Then when they were sitting right next to each other, he responded. That's what that was. People like, he just was clout chasing. That shit ain't no clout chasing. You can't clout chase a person you got more clout than. Make it make sense. He the champion. It's not clout chasing. So what is it when you continuously speak a man's name, interview after interview after interview after interview? He did about 3 or 4. And then when he's sitting right in front of you talking about the fight, you start talking about your team and your people. Let's call it what it is. That don't force this conversation. But y'all not gonna pull this clout chasing shit. He don't have more clout than the Keyshawn Davis. Let's be honest. They had different points. That man, a champion. He told y'all why he mentioned his name. He told y'all. Now, if he didn't say nothing, it's crazy because before that, they were saying why Keyshawn so quiet. Why he ain't responding to Abdullah Mason? See, he don't want that smoke. Even got Abdullah Mason comfortable to the point where he like, man, I'm gonna see if he really want that smoke. And then when he asked him about it, you know, he couldn't really find his tongue. He had a little trouble finding his tongue. And now they mad at Keyshawn for simply responding to constantly getting his name mentioned over and over and over. You get what I'm saying? That's not clout chasing. That's standing on business. As far as he knew he couldn't make the weight. That's a different conversation. I don't know what he knew. You get what I'm saying? I'm not in his camp, but I do know he was supposed to do exactly what he did to me. I don't see an issue with it. If he didn't say nothing, they would have kept saying he was scared of him. He opened his mouth and say something. Now all of a sudden it's like, he pressing him. He corny. It's clout chasing. You can't clout chase a person that you have more clout than. That's not a clout chasing moment, bro. That's an opportunity to stand on business. They keep asking him about that man right to his face. People should have respected that energy. That's how he was supposed to approach it. Straight there. Why he right there? You get what I'm saying? So I liked it, man.
A lot of headlines. You turn to the young Abdullah Mason. I know, like, out of respect, right?
Yeah.
It was nothing personal, but what made you want to challenge?
Because I mean, I heard an interview just like that. I'm like, huh? Okay, that's what we on. So when I very first seen him without all these cameras and stuff like that, I pushed up on him, his brothers, and his father. You know what I'm saying? I had to come here, dude. Let's talk face to face. Let's just me and you talk. Let's work this out. The father and the brothers just act like they had to follow us. I'm like, what is y'all doing? Back up. Let me talk to the fighter. Let him be a man. So, as y'all seen what I said on stage, like, I just feel like he's getting put in a position to where he have to say he want to fight me. He don't really want to fight me. Because when I did ask him, did he want to fight me face to face, with all these cameras, he said, yo, Is it Top Rank gonna let you vacate the belt and you move up to 140? Did he say that on the stage right then and there? Did I expose that right there on stage? No, cool. Okay, cool. He's not really ready to fight me, but he's acting like it is. But when I seen that contract, I told him he better sign it.
Are y'all listening? All y'all clout chasing people, are y'all listening? When they was off camera, he said to him, ain't Top Rank gonna let you vacate and go to 140? He ain't say that shit on the stage. He wasn't talking about fighting him off camera either. That's the, and I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's the media doing that. That's the media doing that. That's the media forcing them in these fights before Top Rank is really ready to put them in them fights. Let's keep it a buck. If Keyshawn had a made weight, say he go knock Edwin De Los Santos out tomorrow, that next fight for him ain't Keyshawn Davis and Abdullah Mason. That's not the next fight. He just told you off camera. He asked him about vacating his title and going up, not fighting them. What we talking about? Clout chasing how? Clout chasing how? That shit don't make sense. You can't clout chase a person that you got more clout than. It don't make sense. It really don't. All of a sudden, because somebody outgrow a weight class, that mean they don't want to fight somebody? That shit don't make sense. He asked the man straight to his face about a fight. Did he keep the same energy that he was keeping in the interviews? Yes or no? That would be a no. He didn't keep the same energy. You get what I'm saying? He didn't keep the same energy at all. So look, man, that's not really the story, because they wasn't gonna fight anyway. They wasn't gonna fight no way, and you could tell by the response that he know that's not next. That's why he started talking about his team, because he know the plan is not for you to fight Keyshawn Davis next. So aside from that, it was a good moment, man. I think he responded well. He kept getting asked. You kept speaking on him interview after interview after interview. And he has something to say about it. That's all. That's it. That's all. You can't clout chase a person when you the damn champion, bro. It's his show. He did exactly what he was supposed to do. If he'd have sat there and been quiet, then they would have said, well, he's scared of him. Why he ain't talking? It's crazy how people switch up, man. They went from saying he was scared and didn't want no smoke to he clout chasing. You got to make this shit make sense, bro. Clout chasing a guy that done spoke your name in 3 to 4 interviews in a row without him saying a single word. And then when they off camera, he asked the man about vacating his title and moving up. He didn't say, I want to fight you. He didn't say that. He didn't say, yo, I want to fight you. He didn't say that on the stage either. He said, I'm working my way up. This is what he said. Shout out to the Queen Lisa. How you feeling today? Y'all hit that like button, man. We're going to keep building. So that's just me, man. Moral of this story, though, man, he brought this on himself when he missed the weight. You get what I'm saying? So you're going to have to eat the criticism that come with it. But as far as that clout chasing angle, we got to get that shit out of here. He clearly showing you he about the action. He clearly stand on business. And you still want to give somebody, you got to have more clout than somebody to be clout chasing, bro. That shit don't make no sense whatsoever. So is it clout chasing when you speak his name in 4 interviews straight, and then when asked about a fight, you start talking about your team? Make it make sense, bro. That shit, that's the media, bro. The media made that man start talking about Keyshawn because they kept asking him about it like he was the next fight. And I get it because he ranked number 2 in the WBO. So it made sense. I understood why they was asking about it. You get what I'm saying? I get it. You know what I'm saying? I understand it. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to get too carried away with no Abdullah Mason talk. He's still being built. He not fighting for a title. He ain't going to fight for a title, not even in his next fight. He probably a few fights down the line. Who knows? Maybe with Keyshawn, moving up to 140, maybe they'll put him in there for a title sooner. But I'm not buying the clout chasing angle, man. You gotta have more clout than somebody for them to clout chase you. It wouldn't make sense to clout chase a guy. And I sat there and I played the clip, and it's like people ignoring what he's saying. He's saying to him about vacating his title and moving up. About Top Rank letting him vacate. Not, yo, is Top Rank going to let me and you fight? That wasn't the conversation. Conversation was, are you going to vacate and move up? That don't sound like a person that's looking to fight a guy. That's as clear as day. And again, neither of them guys at the point where they're picking and making their own fights. So we all knew this fight wasn't coming next anyway. You get what I'm saying? This fight wasn't going to come to fruition no way. Not next. Not next. You know, but shout out to Abdullah Mason, man. He got to handle Nakatia. It don't make no sense to talk about it too much because it wasn't going to happen. And I think people just waited for an opportunity to try to be critical of Keyshawn Davis because up until this point, he's been doing everything right. And now he missed weight. Now that left room for the criticism. So he kind of got to eat that, right? He got to eat that. But that shit don't matter. What matters is what he do tomorrow night in that ring. If you go out here and not only miss weight by over 4 pounds and say you get stopped or beat, now there's a real conversation there. But as long as you still handle business, man, it's on to the next. It's a lesson learned. You take the criticism, you take the good with the bad. They're going to talk shit a little bit and you're going to move on. It's that simple. You get what I'm saying? It's a lesson learned. So maybe you needed this, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, don't lose sight of the fact that you got to go out here and win this fight and be impressive doing it. What are you going to do? Stay stuck on it? What are you going to do? Cry about it? No, you own up to it. Yo, I signed a contract for 135 pounds. I missed weight. That's on me. Point blank and period. And then you move on. But I still got a job to do. What we going to do? Keep crying? Yeah, but he missed weight. How many times we going to say it for an hour straight? Nah, he missed weight. Accountability is necessary. Hold yourself accountable. I didn't make weight. Simple and plain. But I got this job to do. I got to beat this dude ass. You get what I'm saying? You got to win. That's what's important. That's what's important. You get what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. You get what I'm saying? You didn't make weight and you got to win. You got to win this fight, bro. Got to win this fight. Shout out to everybody in the building. Y'all smash the like button, man. Sub to the channel. We going to keep building. LaMarcus, my guy, was good with it. Try to make him so know he was moving up, son. Nah. Again, bro, it's context to it. He didn't just wake up and say and press him for no reason. Y'all not putting into context. He spoke his name in 3 to 4 interviews in a row. Where y'all been at? He told y'all why he said his name. He kept talking like he wanted to fight him. This is what he said. That's why he responded. Like, what's so hard to understand about that? That's not hard to understand. It's not. Can't make him wrong for responding to a person. They was running around the internet saying he's scared of the young man. He didn't want no smoke. And then when he addressed them head on, you seen what it was. Knock it off, man. Nah, just it's not clout chasing, but it's cap. The man said they could fight next yesterday, and today he says he's planning on moving up 140 anyway at the blue weight. I mean, yeah, you can call it cap, but they wasn't fighting next, bro. We know this. We know this. We know they wasn't fighting next. Did he respond like he was fighting them next? Did he respond like he wanted to fight them next? That's what people are missing out on. This shit wasn't happening regardless of what he said. You get what I'm saying? We know them dudes ain't making their own fights at this point. You get what I'm saying? It was just good entertainment, bro. It was good entertainment. But would he fight him? If that's the question, would he fight him? The fact that he got to move up don't mean he won't fight him. You just can't fight his ass at 35. I tell you that. So yeah, man, look, you're going to get criticized today, man, but you got a job to do tomorrow night. And I want to see you stand on business. It ain't going to be no excuses. Oh, you didn't make weight. You had a tough weight cut. You got no excuses going into the fight. You just got to win. You get what I'm saying? Shout out to my guy, John, man. Appreciate that.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
right.
well, I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Shout out to my guy, man. We at 40 instead of fight me next. I mean, it's not really a big deal. You know what? Are y'all saying what he said? Why nobody speaking on how he responded when he asked him? Why we only talking about one side? I hear y'all. I was here. We played it. I know everything he said. I still got the clip. We get all of that. But why didn't nobody respond about what the guy said on the other side? Did he sound like he was fighting them next? Did he keep the same exact energy that he kept in the interviews when he said he gonna see if he want to smoke? Did he do that? He didn't. So we're gonna talk about it. Let's talk about all of it. Don't stay stuck on one side. You get what I'm saying? I don't know why people get caught up in this. We knew this fight wasn't happening next. What he could have made weight and been at 35 for 3 more fights, and the fight probably wouldn't have happened, because I don't think that's what's in the plans. You get what I'm saying? So let's Never mind all of that. He being tricked and fooled. Did he sound like a guy that wanted to fight? Keyshawn asked him about a fight. He said, I don't want to talk to you right now. Think about that, man. We don't fool yourself. Shout out to Dub, right side, Mr. Respectfully, man. Behind the Hands TV, my brethren. He said, I had to see my BM today. Put on 4 pounds to do it, though. They're gonna be on his ass about them 4 Peasleys, but they should be though. He get it. He know it's coming. He gonna get criticized for that, bro. But again, you gotta win though. I don't care about all that other stuff. You gotta win. You gotta win. Shout out to my homie Akello. You gotta win. So that's where the focus should be at. You know what I'm saying? Nah, he didn't keep the same energy. No, he didn't. No, he didn't, Latifah. No, he didn't. He said he was gonna see if he wanted to smoke in one of his interviews. He said that. He gonna see if he wanted to smoke. That's what he said. He did. That's not keeping the same energy. When he was right there in front of you, he didn't. I know it pains people to say it, but he didn't keep the same energy. He didn't. Lewis 45 Hundo, my God. Mr. Miles was good with it. I mean, we know he let his hands do the talking, but did he say, yeah, I'll fight you? He didn't even have to say, I'll fight you next. Did he ever say he'll fight him the way he was saying in them interviews? I must have missed the interviews, bro. But let me play the clip for anybody that missed it, yo, so you can hear exactly what he said again. Now, listen closely, because I know people got selective hearing.
There's a lot of headlines. You turn to the young Abdullah Mason.
Yeah.
I know, like, out of respect, right?
Yeah.
It was nothing personal, but what made you want to challenge?
Because I mean, I heard an interview just like that. I'm like, huh? Okay, that's what we on. So when I very first seen him without all these cameras stuff like that, I pushed up on him, his brothers and his father. You know what I'm saying? I had to come here, dude. Let's talk face to face. Let's just me and you talk. Let's work this out. The father and the brothers just act like they had to follow us. I'm like, what is y'all doing?
You talking about talking to him face to face, off camera?
Let me be a man. So
miss me with that clout chasing.
As
shit.
y'all seen what I said on stage, like I just feel like he's getting put in a position to where he have to say he want to fight me. He don't really want to fight me, because when I did ask him did he want to fight me face to face without all these cameras, he said, "Yo, isn't Tyron gonna let you vacate the belt and you move up to 140?" Did he say that on the stage right then and there? Did I expose that right there on stage? No, cool. Okay, cool. He's not really ready to fight me, but he's acting like it is. But when I sent him that contract, I told him he better sign it.
You see that? It's simple and plain, man. Simple and plain. So, yeah, you could call him Cap because he obviously can't fight him at 135 with him missing weight. But, at the end of the day, man, if that's keeping the same energy, what he said on the stage, then, man, we changing the rules for depending on what fighter it is. Did y'all hear him say he tried to talk to him off camera? Did you hear what he said the conversation was? I hope y'all heard that clearly. He didn't say, yo, I want to fight you at all. That's clear as day. Did you just hear what he said? He asked him about vacating his title, not fighting him. But y'all going to ignore that. Come on, man. That fight wasn't happening next. The youngin ain't do nothing wrong. I want to be clear. He didn't do nothing wrong. But why are we tripping like this fight was coming next? It wasn't. We know that. It wasn't at all. With them keep asking him about it, him talking about he gonna see if he with the smoke, he didn't do that. He didn't do that. And Abdullah Mason had to weigh in like 3 or 4 times, I think, in his last fight from missing weight. He had to weigh in like 3 or 4 different times. What we talking about? Come on, man. I know he made it eventually, but he missed it multiple times. He's a big 35-pounder too. He's not no small guy. So them fighting at 140 ain't no damn stretch. That's not a stretch. That's not a stretch, bro. Y'all smash that like button, man. Sub to the channel, man. Support the grind, man. We're going to keep building. I'm going to drop the link in a second. There's plans to move up while fake in front of the cameras. Again, bro, it's all how you want to look at it. It is if you speak in my name and I say and I address you directly, he just told you why. He kept talking like he want to fight him in these interviews. So he addressed it. I don't see an issue with it, bro. I don't see an issue with it. I could see if he called his bluff. He didn't do that. He didn't do that. Why y'all only talking about what he said? What about what the other guy said? Yeah, I talk about the full picture. It's not that deep, bro. 4 years at 35 is wild. Yeah, I think he went to the well too many times behind the hand, especially if he was having a tough weight cut the last time out. Maybe that was the writing on the wall. Maybe he should have he went up then, but it is what it is now. He here now, so he just gotta go up. You know what I mean? He gotta handle business tomorrow and go his ass up. Stretched out boxing with my guy. What's up with it, though? Shout out to Opulent, man. Come on, Joe. Shakur's bestie or not. That's chasing, keep lying, as most likely left out Mason saying he wanted to fight him off camera. Okay. Shout out to Opulent, bro. It's all good. I don't care about Shakur bestie. I don't care about none of that. I feel like what I'm saying is reasonable, bro. He brought the reason why he got addressed is because he spoke his name repeatedly in the interviews. He even went as so far as to say, when I see him, I'm going to see if he wants the smoke, if he really want it or not. So when addressed with that same energy, he didn't have the energy that he had in the interviews talking about him going to ask him if he want the smoke. He didn't do that. So whether or not y'all being stuck on the fact that he said he knew he was moving up, okay, cool. That's all good, but it don't change the fact that he addressed them because his name kept being brought up in interviews. I don't see what part of that don't make sense. They literally, I'm hearing people get on their channels and say Keyshawn Davis is scared to respond to this dude. That's how many times he got his name brought up in interviews, and then the one time that he say something to him, he fronting, he lying, he this, he that. What about the guy that said out his mouth when he see him, he gonna see if he really want the smoke? That's what he said. That's not keeping the same energy at all. Shout out to my guy. I got 5 on it. Ty, what's good with it, bro? And you can't clout chase a person you got more clout than. That shit sounds stupid, man. Y'all got to make it make sense. You're a damn world champion that sold out at home, that's fighting at home again. Definitely, obviously got more of a fan base because he had a different point in his career. Is going to clout chase the guy that's less popular. Make it make sense, bro. Make this shit make sense. A guy responding to a dude mentioning his name in 4 interviews is clout chasing, but not the guy constantly mentioning his name. And then when asked the question, he didn't keep that same energy he had in the interview. It's crazy, man. He was supposed to say exactly what he said to him, bro. It's facts. He was supposed to say that. He was supposed to do that. That's what y'all forgetting. He was supposed to say exactly what he said to him. And just to check, he checked his temperature. That was a temperature check. Did he keep the same energy from the interviews? Just Do is telling you no. I watched them, all of them. All of them. Not one time. He literally said that. That's how comfortable he got. I'm going to see if he wants to smoke or not. And then he get asked, and they're like, oh, that's corny. He's trying to press him. But it's not corny. Keep mentioning his name at interview after interview. That's not corny. Make it make sense, man. Y'all smash the like button. Shout out to Abdullah Mason, bro. He ain't do nothing wrong. He doing everything right. He doing everything he's supposed to do. Keyshawn Davis, you was 4 pounds and some change over. That's bogus. You saying you knew you was moving up the whole time is a little more bogus. You just gotta own up to it. You signed a contract, bro, and you're gonna have to, eat this criticism for a bit. You get what I'm saying? But like I said, man, the job still is De Los Santos, man. Don't distract from the fact that you got De Los Santos on the line. So he got work to do, man. He got work to do. We got work to do, but y'all smashed the like button. We gonna keep building, y'all. Kept the same energy. Mason doesn't speak. Okay. Yeah, we just see it differently, bro. It's all good. You see it as Mason keeping the same energy. I don't. I don't. He brought Keyshawn's name up in 4 interviews. I've been saying this for at least 5 minutes. He said it. The reason I responded, because he keep talking like he want to fight me. I asked him off camera. and he asked about me vacating my title and moving to 140. That's what he said. Samuel, what it do, man? The interviewers and Mason is answering like a fighter. No, until he got comfortable and said when he see him, he gonna see if he really want to smoke. So go back and do your homework, bro. Go back and do your homework. Go back and do your homework, man.
Salute.
What's good?
Yo, what's going on? Yo, I just wanted to come up here to explain my side and the reason why I see it that way. But first, I don't understand why you think that a person has to have more clout than you to clout chase them. That's not clout chasing is a whole different thing than that. It's not that the person has to have a lot of clout in order for you to clout chase them. That's not the definition of the word.
I don't want a headache today. I'm gonna simply say this. So you telling me if a person is speaking your name, done 4 interviews, it done got to the point where people say Keyshawn Davis is scared. Why he ain't responding to Abdullah Mason? He responded to everybody else. He don't want no smoke. And then the first time he say something is clout chasing. Make that make sense.
I'm not saying the fact that
I want to know because
I'm trying to make it make sense.
Simple.
I'm trying to make it make sense for you.
Clout chasing.
Simple and plain.
I'm responding because he keeps speaking that he wants to fight me.
Okay, so I have to point out the clout chase for you. I'm guessing you don't see it, but I'm trying to. That's why I wanted to come up here so I can explain to you where the clout chasing is at. The clout chasing is here. That in that very clip that you just played, where Keyshawn Davis said that he approached. He stepped to Mason and pressed him behind the scenes. He said he didn't say that. He said when I asked him, "Do he want to fight me?" He said, "I thought you was about to move up." Like out of the blue, so that to a person that don't think that you're about to move up, he threw that out there to say like, oh, he was talking about me moving up and he ain't want to fight me. But no, he's saying that because he already heard through the grapevine that you already said you was dropping the belt and you was moving up. So to throw that out there and say that,
that's cool, but that's he wasn't speculating that. That's you speculating.
No. We're speculating that we would have been speculating it.
And then
we would have been speculating it if Keyshawn didn't come up.
Why are you worried about if he vacating or not? If you talking about fighting him next, it's what you said in the interview.
I'm talking about.
But
I'm talking about what Keyshawn just threw out there to say for him to say, oh, when I stepped to him and asked him, do he want to fight me? He started talking about, ain't I moving up? He thought I was just get ready to move up. So he was throwing that out there to the public because he knew that we didn't know that he was about to move up, but now he missed weight, and for him to reveal and say, "Oh, that was the plan all along. I was going to move up." So the man, he didn't just pull that out of nowhere. He did hear that you was about to move up, and you was about to move up, and you knew you was. So why would you try to act like he was scared of the smoke because he asked you if you was about to move up?
Because he simply asked him, and I know for a fact if the shoe were on the other foot. And Abdullah Mason was the one asking Keyshawn that shit. And Keyshawn said to him, I don't want to talk to you right now. If he would have started talking about his team, everybody would have been calling it something different. But because it's Abdullah Mason, they're making excuses. He didn't.
You saying like he was talking about his team, right?
But in no way, shape, or form is somebody responding to a guy mentioning them, even if it's the interviewers. You saying what you said, he didn't do nothing wrong. But he just responded to that shit. It's not like he woke up and decided to start asking him about that.
So you see that as Mason saying, did Mason say he didn't want to fight?
What's up now? Because you keep.
Did Mason say he didn't want to fight him when he said that?
I think Mason.
Did Mason say he didn't want to fight him when he said that?
Nah, he didn't say he did either, though.
He did say he said
this is what I'm here for. I'm working my way
exactly. He said that's why I'm here.
And he said, "Oh, to fight me next." And he said, "I'm sure my team." And again,
can set that up. He said, "I'm sure my team can set that up."
I don't want to kill the stream with a senseless conversation. It's all good, but they're not fighting at the end of the day.
And Keyshawn knew that. That's where the clout chase is at.
If somebody in the chat think it's clout chasing, it's all good. We're not going to chase our tails on it, right? you can't tell me I'm wrong because I don't see it that way. I don't think you're wrong. You just see it
But that's the
different.
mere definition of a clout chase. What he did right there, though.
We're gonna make sure we ain't in here with a headache today. It's all good. But let's focus on what's really going on. They're not fighting. So I don't want to spend too much time keep talking about a fight that didn't happen. For me, I watched a series of interviews where he continuously was asked about him. So to his defense, he only responded how a fighter should. But in one of the particular interviews, he decided to say, when I see him, I'm going to see if he really wants to smoke. Yeah,
what's a clout?
So
what's a clout chase, Supreme?
When he asks him about a fight, you don't start talking about a team. A team, if you already was saying you're going to see if he wants to smoke. So you got comfortable, and he wasn't responding to none of the stuff. So they kind of, it's the media facilitating a fight that wasn't going to happen next. And we not about to chase our tails. I don't think it's the media. If you want to call him a clout chaser, by all means do it. But that's a guy that's been standing on business every time he in the ring. I don't care about the theatrics, the entertainment. That shit is entertainment, and don't ever forget that. He entertained us. Were you not entertained by that?
To me,
all. You want to call it a clout chase? To me, nobody, but I didn't see it that way because he responded.
The reason why I don't think Keyshawn clout chasing because he's responding to what Mason said in multiple interviews, like just said. Now
that's all to it.
I feel like if you sit there and say, well, Keyshawn knew he was moving up anyway, then I would respond with Abdullah been struggling to make the weight, and he already fought at 136, 137 catchweight a couple times, so we know that he might not even be at 135 for 2 or 3 more fights. So why you can't fight him at 140?
It's not impossible.
That's what I would think. You know what I'm saying? So
that's real. It's not impossible. And again, shout out to my boxing mom in the Cash App, always showing love. But let's cook, because if you got a difference of opinion, it's all good. Feel free to click the link and come up here and talk to me.
Yeah,
I want to make that clear. I don't care who see it different. It's all good.
But to make a clout chase is to make something seem like something that it's not, in order for you to get props off your clout. So what's your definition of a clout chase then? What's your definition of a clout chase?
Because
how we trying to get to the point? Why I see it, I'm just explaining why I see it as a clout chase.
I'm saying,
like by him doing that,
calling out Keyshawn in multiple interviews, then he would not have never responded like that, bro. That's what I'm saying.
You cannot.
I'm not faulting him at all for pressing him. I'm just talking about for him saying what he said in that clip right there. He said he tried to make it seem like, oh, when I pressed him behind the scene, he was acting like he didn't want to fight me. Because he said, I thought you was moving up.
I'm saying, but they have to fight
he act like he made it look like Mason pulled that out of thin air. But no, you was planning to move up. So it is a possibility that he did hear that you was about to move up, and you confirmed it at the end by saying that was the plan all along. So what are we talking about here, bro?
Stopping the fight from being next, bro.
It's not about the fight. I'm not saying Key scared to fight him. I'm not saying that Mason not scared to fight him. I'm not even saying that Mason ready for him. I'm not even saying Mason ready for him or nothing like that. I'm just saying that was a clout chase right there, what he did in that clip right there. Making it seem like Mason was scared to fight him because Mason started talking about him moving up. I thought you was about to move up.
Okay,
saying but then you revealed that was your plan the whole time.
You're not addressing a man calling him out in multiple interviews, bro. So he's the one clout chasing. He got a fight coming up, and he's the one talking about he's ranked number 2 in the WBO.
I didn't see
him getting the vacant title shot, or he might fight Keyshawn. So he's the one.
I didn't see him.
Bro.
I didn't see him calling him. I didn't see him calling them out. I saw a lot. I saw him responding to a lot of people saying.
Listen, what I'm saying is he's building his name off associating with.
Hey, Just Do, what's good? Just Do.
You dig what I'm saying?
Just Do.
Say it again.
Carl was good.
And for people saying that Mason wants the 135 belt, that nigga got to strip butt naked and make the weight, bro. So who says he won't be at 140 in 2 fights, bro?
No, but
man, look, it sounds like it sounds like it's more.
Mason wasn't just calling out Keyshawn or clout chasing Keyshawn or nothing like that. He was being asked. Bro, he was being asked about. He was being asked about being number 2 in the WBC, bro.
Check this out, because I don't want to keep like you know we get
you can
it.
move on and all that,
Cool.
but like from what I
just
think,
want to establish something.
that man now multiple.
It's all right. Give me a second. It's all right to see it differently, bro. You see it as a clout chase, that's cool. Let me let Carl Brown get a word in. What's good? Talk to me.
You can hear me, Just Do?
Yeah, I get you.
You can hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
All right. Yeah. I you know what I mean? I do want to, you know, I always try to pop out every once in a blue and try to like see like, you know what I mean? Like, but I just want to speak on it. I personally don't. I said it in a couple of interviews. I don't want to see them two dudes fight. I don't want to see them two dudes fight yet. You know what I mean? But I'll be lying if I said that Mason was going out there screaming his name. He said all of them. It's just that the fact that they was close in numbers, like, you know, like he number 2 in the WBO. So it did sound a lot more like that. And I think they more cooler than what people making out to be. Man, you was talking about this before. A lot of the fans that make this thing, they will make this like how they feel about a fighter, and then they make people start looking at another fighter just because they like this fighter.
That's what
you know
it
what I mean?
was,
Like,
bro. I'm trying to tell you.
that's all it was. I don't think it was nothing more, nothing less.
The reason the interviewers were asking him about it, it wasn't like they was just doing it to be messy. It's because he was number 2, so it made sense. And like I said, he responded like a fighter, but I heard him go a little bit farther and said, "I'm gonna see if he wants to smoke." And
I think he was caught off guard.
He asked you when he seen you, and it's like you ain't do nothing wrong, but I didn't think you was gonna put energy into it partially because you know it's not natural.
Right.
You get me? But he only responded like he said because you kept saying it. You kept speaking it in interviews like you wanted to fight me. So it's like when I see you, I just ask you about it. That's all. It's not a big deal.
And plus, true or false. And plus, true or false. Everybody on this panel know if them two niggas get in there and fight, we know we got a fight on our hand. It's no ifs, ands, but about it. Like, no matter what we say, them dudes gonna get up there and give it. They like, we talking about this fight could end like 1, 2, 3 rounds. Like, that's how bad it could be. So, I mean, I just don't like when we be dividing it, because like, I ain't gonna front. I found a lot of respect for Keyshawn lately.
The interview said it wasn't nothing personal. That was about, you know, respect. He's like, yeah, exactly. It's not that, bro. And he just entertained us. But if you want to stress it so you can call him a clout chaser, like, I'm gonna look at it like this: when has he not stood on business in a ring? They all entertained us. What he did was entertain us right there and respond to a guy constantly being asked about him, right? That's it. That's all. It's not that big a deal. It's not the end of the world.
If that was any one of us,
would have stayed put, it wasn't happening next. And Abdullah Mason probably know that too, which is why he'd say something like, "You know what? I'm pretty sure my team," because he know he don't make that call. But I said this: if a contract came across his desk with Keyshawn Davis' name on it, would he sign it? Absolutely. I don't look at Keyshawn as unwilling to fight that dude. He showed you it when he got an opportunity, he go towards the smoke. He don't go away from it. So I'm not buying the clout chasing angle because he don't need to do it. That his name, it ring more bells right now than Abdullah Mason. Let's be honest. He just fought in front of a damn sellout crowd at home. That shit don't make sense. That would be hustling backwards. So it wasn't about.
Yeah, I ain't gonna front. He got some backing.
It's about let me respond to all.
He definitely got some backing
in these interviews. That's all. And again, if he didn't do it, I guarantee you somebody else would have said it. Why he ain't say nothing to Abdullah Mason? You sitting right next to him. It's like you can't do nothing. You can't do nothing right with some of these fans. It's not that big a deal to me.
It was like a lose-lose. It was.
Bro. The big deal is the fight. He got Nakatila, young Mason, and he gonna handle business. And now that Keyshawn missed the weight, let's talk about something real. I don't want to be stuck on a fight that ain't happening. Shout out to both of them, but I think they both dogs. I think if either of them had an opportunity to fight, they would do it. But we know they don't pick any fights. You see what he said? Hey, Bob, he don't pick his fights. You start talking that next stuff, that's fighter talk, man. All do that shit. Shout out to Cortland, man. He said the 140 weight class is the new 135. Also, keep bullying everyone in the building is wild work and missing weight. God don't like ugly. Now the missing of the weight was wild by that much, and I can see why the level of people saying he did it on purpose. I can see why. And I think that's risky to play like that, but you know, maybe he had a plan. I don't know.
I don't think he missed weight on purpose
My
or
bad.
nothing like that. Even though he said that you know, that was part of the plan. He was going to move up anyway. I don't think he missed weight on purpose. But I just thought that was I just saying like how he made it seem like Mason was scared when he asked him did he want to fight him off scene. I mean
I don't
behind
think
the
it's about
scenes
being scared. It's about like
I think he was
that's
a
what he
more
made it seem. That's what he made it seem like. He said when I pressed him off screen. He said when I pressed him off
it ain't about
screen,
being
he didn't.
scared. He would have said scared. He would have said he was scared.
Yo,
He
that was like
saying
some
like,
alpha male shit. That's all it was.
He made it seem like he didn't want to fight him.
Hold on, give me a second. He simply was telling them, you didn't. You made me lose my damn train of thought.
Hey, yo, but for real, that was like some alpha male shit.
Said Abdullah Mason never called out Keyshawn specifically. He only said he wanted to whoever had the belts when the opportunity presented itself, rather than that was tension toward Keyshawn. But again, I'm gonna say this again, y'all. They got specific because he's ranked number 2. Where y'all?
Right.
In the WBO.
Right.
What did he say? Oh, I didn't even know I was number 2. And then they asked him more about Keyshawn.
Yeah.
And he said, when I see him, I'm gonna see if he really want to smoke. That's what I and again.
He said.
Before that, the dude set it up. He said Keyshawn said he want all the smoke, and then he said, "Well,
he said when it comes to that time, he said when it.
I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Twin, man, shout out to Twin. Zoomverse was good with it, bro. I stay low key was good.
Yeah,
shout out Legacy Mindset. Shout out to everybody in the chat. My dog A in the building. I see Mr. Grandy was good, fam. Was good.
And just do. Good, I just wanted to come up here. I just wanted to come up here and show some love, man.
Bro, if they fought, we know we'll get a fight. Like let's not get caught up in the
yeah, for sure.
If you feel one way, it's cool. Shit, you
fight.
You don't need clout from Abdullah Mason. Respect.
But guess what we is gonna get? Just do. Guess what I think we is gonna get? Like I'm talking about ASAP.
What's that?
Frank Martin and Keyshawn Davis about to dance.
40.
And I've been waiting for
a potential future fight. He got to get past De Los Santos now. He got me wondering what was his plan. Was he a plan to come in overweight? Because somebody said he knew he was overweight the whole camp or something like that. So that sounds
just think about it. All this just happened in a couple of days, and you got to think about it. You got to think about what could throw a nigga off their game. Think about it. Like it's not like he did no clown shit. It's just we human. And what happened in the moment of him cutting weight, something else and you got to think about his competitive nature. Something else happened. And what happened was the Abdullah Mason. He didn't have no plans of this week. He going to be addressing something like that. Or you got to think about it. So it could have been a little monkey wrench. No, not saying like bad on either side. Like Abdullah, Keyshawn, it was just, it threw something off of the original plan, which was to cut weight, and I just don't think it was on purpose, and I don't think it was like no scary. I just think that it was just like a monkey wrench got thrown in it. A lot happened this week. This was his biggest week. Let's be for real, but this was his biggest week.
Talk about it because this was another hometown fight for him. So was he distracted? It's some real questions because you don't
missing weight. I believe that. I believe that it happened.
You get me?
I think that it's happened like this last week.
It's not about excuses. It's like I wonder, did the hometown fight get to you? Right? Did it mess up and throw off your preparation at all? Just real boxing conversations. Like you still got to handle business, and you're not getting a single solitary excuse no matter what happens. Let me be very clear. But in terms of the conversation about the 4 pounds, because that's 4 and some change like that. What was you doing? Something had to be thrown all the way off for that to happen, bro. You don't do that. And I don't know if I caught it when he got up on the scale and they seen it, how much it was.
It could be one miscalculation.
He had that reaction, like shit, like damn, that's a lot.
It could be one calculation of what was planned. You know the plan.
It could be
calculation. It could have been one. It could have been what they know what was planned. Cutting it come natural to him. And I just think that, me personally, I could be 100% wrong. I just think that it got messy. It just got messy up in there. Like, and we human, and sometimes we just tend to like, look this way, like, oh snap, Thursday, oh shit, yeah.
That hometown fight again, man. Because if you recall, even in the last one, shout out to Cortland, man. He said all this talk like Kelvin ain't the most lethal. I like Kelvin. I like DB3 as a.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well. I already been getting these bet, but
yo,
now it's time for you to get your
gonna put up a fight.
Yo, but I was looking at it.
Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button behind the hands. So I think what happened was the most press Keyshawn has ever done. He could have easily been distracted. Yeah, and you know what? To your point, bro. Shout out to TJ. To your point, remember when he was doing the interview with Cigar Talk and he had listed like the itinerary, all the different shit that you got to do. He was like, yeah, it's a lot. And no, y'all, this is not about making an excuse. This ain't about the winner, the outcome of the fight. He got to win. There's no excuse. I want to be very clear. But we just talking about what may have or may not have led up to that weight. We don't know. You get what I'm saying? He did list several different things. And I'm like, so that is a lot of running around. You did do a lot of press. This is another hometown fight. Was you slightly distracted? Was you thrown off your game? Because you can't afford that excuse in the ring. And you can't afford to make those kind of mistakes in the ring against somebody like De Los Santos. So just something to think about. You know what I'm saying? I hope it wasn't a lack of focus. I hope what he put out as a statement was what it was. You growing out the weight. But again, so many pounds over got people like, did you try? How much did you try? So,
I think he did that for the punch resistance, bro. Keep it 100.
You think
punch resistance for Joey Camachi?
But look, when you
said you think he did it for punch resistance?
I think so.
When you miss weight as the champion,
it's not like he missed weight by a pound or pound and some change. He missed pounds by like damn near 5 pounds, bro. We know that it's
when you miss weight, you lose the champion, you lose the belt on the scale, right?
Yeah, he lost the belt, Barbara, on the scale.
Okay, so
was good, fam. Cornelius,
So I saw Key in another interview, and he said something that I thought was real weird. You know what I'm saying? He was like, they asked him about fighting Mortala, and he said that he wasn't fighting Mortala because Mortala got a belt, and he said I don't want to pay them the fees for them 2 belts and this and that. Then he talked about the rehydration clause of the IBF, and it was like, no, you don't gotta you're not subject to that because it's unification. He was like, oh well, still I gotta pay them sanctions fee. He said, tell him get rid of that belt. And I thought that was real weird then, you know what I'm saying? Talking about he don't want to fight somebody because of a belt.
Thing, right?
So that made me think he didn't care about the belt, and he didn't, he wasn't planning on keeping the belt.
Right.
Yeah, look, it's possible. It's just a good conversation. It's possible.
It is a good conversation because
he could have had some stuff planned. I just want to make sure we ain't over talking and arguing because it's cool to have a difference of opinion. I want to be clear. Yeah. I respect. If you could say something logical to me, I could rock with it, even if I don't see it that way. So let's keep building, bro. But I hate this for him. I ain't gonna lie, because your momentum was in the right direction, and this is a bit of a you get me. So, but let's see if you could do what Shakur did. Shit, he missed weight and he still went out there and kicked ass. So again, that's the most important factor in all of this.
My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off, but yo, I just want to say, yo, thank you for letting me come on, yo, and I appreciate the talk. You feel me, yo? And I'm gonna catch you. I'm gonna jump back in the chat, but I'm about to start driving right now. So got my kids in the car.
Bro, on that road too.
Salute, bro.
Definitely.
Shout out to Twin Lamar, man. He said, I think Keyshawn purposely was waiting to bully Edwin in the ring and add punch resistance since Edwin is cracking. Hey, look, I mean,
that's what I think.
I can't say that you get me. I don't know. I can't say that's out the realm of possibility. I did hear a few people saying that, but shit, damn, 4 pounds, like,
yeah, man.
I get it, but bro, people could punch, they could punch, bro. Like,
I ain't gonna lie, Santos could really punch.
You ask me, like, you get cracked, you gonna get cracked.
Nah, but I ain't gonna lie, Santos punching different.
That's what I was saying, Preem. They act like he ain't almost knocked Grayo's spirit out his body real quick.
And we seen Brian Norman say that he's the hardest puncher he ever
possible. Maybe he did, but I think as long as he crossed his T's and dotted his I's, I ain't worried for him. You get what I'm saying? You got to be focused. I want to see how his approach is to the fight. If he look off, that's what I'm gonna be looking for. You get what I'm saying? Again, I want to be very clear. No excuses at all. Win, lose, or draw. I'm giving the winner credit, and I'm gonna rock with the loser too. It don't matter. Whoever win, whoever lose, I still rock with him. But I want to see if he affected by any of this. All them different events that you had to tend to, right? Pretty much went on a press run. You are building. This is the most attention you received, I think, in your career, rightfully so. But you make sure you're not allowing the moment to get away from you, bro, because you got a big opportunity in front of you, bro. So again, you got your eyes on Wolf 40 already. You definitely got to handle business with this dude, and you got to be impressive. You get what I'm saying? You just made your margin for error even slimmer because of this.
I personally think he's gonna stop him, but I don't think he's gonna get the credit that he probably would have got if he would have made the weight. And I just want to say one thing, right? So now we put this in perspective, right? In retrospect, we can see that a lot of these dudes really was cloud chasing Tank, because you saying that you don't want to fight for the belt and I just want to make the fight and I don't want to pay the sanction fees. Tank been saying this for years, and people been saying that he chasing money and that legacy. It looked like Keyshawn going that route. You know what I'm saying?
But you know,
Yo, that's the same vibe that I got, man. When I saw that in that interview, I was like, yo, he's turning into Tank now.
Think about it. It's easy to critique some shit until you wearing them same shoes, and that's what it seemed like. You getting a taste of what he been dealing with, because you mentioned it in the interview too. Now you see what he be talking about.
That's what I'm saying.
Sometimes
bro.
it take for you to have to go through the same shit to realize this dude wasn't on bullshit. And I can respect it because he was able to say it. Now I see what he was saying. It made a lot of sense.
You know what I'm saying? Now I think they understand now.
Shout out to Twin.
Well, I still don't understand, bro.
Now I understand where Keyshawn coming from, and I feel like even Shakur, because he said it too, like going for undisputed and the politics. I felt like they in that position that Tank was in a couple years ago. Even Teo, like they all
low key, man. They could have learned the game, man. Like you can say what you want, but dudes be sitting there trying to learn and figure this shit out. And I think when you
I'm not trying to discredit them. I'm just saying, like now they see what Tank was going through.
It makes
now
it too hard to chase undisputed, right? Like what's your
Shakur already had a belt though. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying Shakur said in the interview that
why you think he's so confident on KO Edwin because of the added weight. You think the added weight got him confident? Shout out to the butcher, man. Shout out to.
I wanted to say one more thing.
Frank Martin just called out Keyshawn. Punk him now.
The thing with Keyshawn missing weight, it's just like it's clear that it's to me at least, it's for the competitive edge. Now you can say that the events, he's probably getting a lot more coverage and stuff like that. Like it seems to me that he is aware that Santos is cracking, and he wanted a little extra weight.
It could be
what Ryan did to Haney. That's my opinion, at least.
Yo, it just could be. I'm not going to tell you that's not possible because I've heard that before. You know what I'm saying? I've heard it before. So maybe he sacrificed the belt for the weight. You get what I'm saying? And I know people like unprofessional, but I don't know. Maybe it was his plan now that I'm thinking. Because you know what? Ain't no way you missed by this much and you wasn't aware of where you was at all. You get me? So maybe it was some type of plan. Now, I'm not saying it's cool to miss weight, but maybe he got a plan. But the thing is, it better work. Whatever your plan was.
If he gets stopped, it's gonna look crazy, right?
It's gonna look crazy, but I know my boy about to stand on business, man. Because Shakur went out there and whooped Kinsacia. He beat Kinsacia every single round. I remember being there, so he just took it in stride, and that's what you got to do. He held himself accountable. He said, "Yo, I signed a contract, so I should have made the weight. No excuses." But he said my piss was orange. He said it was nothing more I could do. Simple and plain. Accountability. Accept it. Move on. I asked him about that when I interviewed him. He hated. He said that shit felt crazy. He hated that. Keyshawn looked like he dealing with it a little bit more different, but Core wasn't feeling it. He hated it, and he think it was too tight. It was too. So that shit, man. It's more about not shrinking too much than just being bigger. Yeah, maybe, yo, maybe, man. I just hope his plan worked out for him because that's a lot. You get what I'm saying? 4 pounds. So that's like it got to be a bit intentional. Now that the more I talk about it, the more I think like, yeah, because dude, he looked chiseled up. Like you look good, but you clearly heavy. You know what I'm saying? And he don't look slim down like you've seen him in the past. So he looked bigger. So I wasn't fully surprised, but still surprised at the same time because I swear as soon as I seen him taking off his socks and shit, I'm like, yo, he looked kind of You get what I'm saying? It don't look like he normally looked. Like he had no crazy weight cut. And now we see why. 139 and change, man. 0.3, I think they said. 139.3. And De Los Santos was 134.7. Shit, De Los Santos, I think he responded to it, to him missing the weight. Shout out to the Butcher, man. Look, that's a good fight, and regardless of where it happened at. I hope it could happen at 140 now. That seemed like the perfect fight to me.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Out the 20 said added weight without having to kill himself, got him feeling strong. Maybe, man, but I hope he knew what he was doing, right? I want to see a good fight, a great fight, because look, it didn't work out for Lemos. Lemos got cooked by Keyshawn doing that shit. And I ain't saying he did the same exact thing, but it's similar. You miss weight by that ain't no nothing to sneeze at. That ain't no points of pounds. That's 4 and some change. You was damn near at 40-pounder. That's the next weight class. So yeah, had to be some maybe some strategic planning of his own. I don't know, but I'm not fully sure on that either, because Bomac, unless he was just acting, and I don't really he don't pass me as a guy that do that. If y'all look at it, when he weighed, as soon as they say, he was like, damn, like it was like a quick little shot, like damn, like you ain't expect that. So maybe I don't know, but he did. But it was in his plans, didn't he say that it was in his plans anyway? So. It's
a significance of him coming in 4 pounds overweight though, because if you just come like 2 pounds overweight or something like that, the opposing party can force you to lose that weight by fight night. So you know what I'm saying, if you're gonna come overweight, of course you're going, the smart thing to do would be to push it all the way and go 4 pounds over, because they can't make you lose the weight at that point.
Yeah, it kind of sucked though, man. He was building, bro, but like I said, maybe he got a plan. You never know what they be up to. But I just like a fight without none of the extra shit. But this is just this is something that's going to be in the back of his mind now. How do it affect you at all, whether it's performance-wise or mentally, right? Do you get in your own head now? Like, is this a slip up that you're going to be thinking about, or are you just going to go out there, compartmentalize, and beat his ass? Twin, man, appreciate you. John BX, my guy, man. What's good with it, bro? Appreciate you. Said, kid, you use that lightweight WBO strap to force Amanda with Teal at 140 and beat his ass. I know. Financing was already there with Turkey. And that brings me to my next point. Shout out to John BX, man. Maybe this was a reason why he was talking T.O. so much. Because, again, I played another clip from him the other day where they asked him. He was like, maybe T.O. Like, you still sound like you could get T.O. in there even after he said no. And it's like, why would you still be hopeful of that? And it's like, because your ass going to 140? Possibly. Maybe it was in his plans, though. But like I said, man, it's only so many times you can say you missed weight. It's unprofessional. Like, you signed a contract. You know what you signed up for, so you know what come with it. And now you got a job to do. I think everybody going to be locked in to see if you look different, right? Some people feel like you're going to try to bully them, or you putting on, trying to add punch resistance. But I feel like, bro, if you can't take a shot, you can't take a shot. I feel like if you're going to get knocked out, you're going to get knocked out. That's me personally. I don't feel like no 4 pounds is going to be a deciding factor if you get knocked out or not. If you get caught with the right shot, De Los Santos, good punch, man. He can.
But I want to ask you. I want to ask y'all this though. If De Los Santos would have called the fight off and said, "No, that's too many pounds. You 4 pounds overweight. No, fight is off." Would we be mad at him?
Nah, no, because you could always say you had to honor the contract. He did. So no, you can't. You could be mad because you don't get to see a fight, but you kind of got to respect it. Or you could be mad if you want, but I would respect it. Because I'm going to always go with, I understand you signed a certain contract, so I can't trip. I'm like, damn, we missed the fight. But, De Los Santos, I think it's a tricky situation, right? Because he get a chance to fight for a title, and, that's just something he wants. So it's like, do you really call the fight off? Think about it. Probably took some planning, like if he actually did do this on purpose, because he ain't going to turn down no title shot in this bag that he getting, right? So maybe you use that to his advantage. But again, the fact that they have a hydration culture they do over there, like, does that make sense for you to have done that? Shout out to LWboxing too, man. I thought I seen my guy in here. Queso was good with it.
Hey y'all, salute. I gotta go get my kids something to eat, yo.
Shout out to
Salute.
Frequent, man, my guy. Boss Desk was due. Big Supreme up here rocking out. Shout out to my baby girl, the Queen Miss Jusdu is in the building. So yeah, man. That was interesting. I was a little caught off guard, man. I didn't expect him to miss no weight, but now that he's done it, he still got business to take care of, and like I said earlier, yo, his margin for error is even slimmer now because people ain't giving you no excuse. They like, oh, now you overweight, you trying to cheat, and so you better beat him. You better knock him out. You starting to hear people say he better stop him, and I don't feel like he got to do that just because he's overweight. But I feel like you definitely got to win because it's like, you know what I'm saying? You can't even win your title, so you still got to be motivated. You still got a job to do. You know what I'm saying? And you at home in front of your people, so you got to show out. You get me? He said, was this a bad look for Key? It's just a little blip, bro. It's like this, boss. That's in the moment while it's fresh and it's 4+ pounds. Yeah, it's like, man, what did you do? Unprofessional. You gotta ride that out. But the job that he has to do, he still got to take care of that. It's a terrible look if you don't handle business, right? So on one hand, like I said earlier, just you hold yourself accountable. You knew what you did, and if he had a plan, then ain't no shock to him. He didn't look like he was shocked. Bomac did a little bit, but he got to handle business. If you lose, it's a terrible look. You get what I'm saying? Could have paid Del Santos a premium on a per round basis. Oh, they would have to pay Del Santos a premium per round basis. Shout out to Behind the Hands, man. Say you gonna stop him? You think he gets the stoppage? Destroy Key career in Virginia on a canceled fight. It will. What it do, boss? That's what up. I don't think he would do it, man. Oh, shout out to Money. I got you, bro. I got you, my guy. Said fate was good. Did Key lose his title so he won't have to fight Shakur because they friends still? Nah. I just don't think they was ever going to do it. But it could be a number of things. Like I said, I try to be as logical as I can because I can only speculate. I don't have the answers to it. But I mean, it better work out is all I'm saying. If you did this shit on purpose, you get what I'm saying? Better work in your favor. You know what I mean? Shout out to my guy Frequent, man, in the Cash App. Much love, bro. Shout out to my dog Frequent, man. So yeah, man. I don't think he was worried about that because I don't feel like that fight was ever going to be something that he was worried about anyway. I just felt like they both mutually understand that they're not going to fight each other. So it just was always going to be something the fans wanted, a call for. But the silver lining is you still got to fight. That's important. I mean, that criticism, that should have blow over as long as you go out there and step on this dude. And now people could stop complaining about them potentially holding up a division, right? There you go. And he could go up to 140 where who else going up there? Frank Martin, and it's a bunch of other guys up there. So that's all it's about at this point. You move forward. You don't stay stuck on this shit. What, you gonna cry? Nah, bro, but you better go beat his ass and then take your ass up to 140. That's it. Money, what's good with it, bro?
My brother, what's going on?
Cup Creator, what up?
Man, listen, I'm listening to y'all cook. We all know just it's playing, bro. You don't come in 4 pounds overweight on saying or shit. Man, I'm trying to make weight. I'm trying to get the weight down. And then you don't even try to make it a second time. You understand what I'm saying? So we all know, this was a planned fact. The only thing that I know Kent's going to do now, you know what I mean? Because I know Negroes, I know how they act because they need it, right? Is going to try to make it look like he's afraid of Abdullah Mason. And let me tell y'all, that ain't nowhere near the case at all. On no planet, no shape, form, or fashion. You know what I'm saying? Not in heaven, not in hell, not in the streets, not in the grocery store, not in nowhere. You know what I'm
right.
The situation is, bro, these dudes do be big as hell. You know what I'm saying? And some of them do make career decisions. I can't even say the word I'm trying to say right now, y'all, so forgive me. But they make certain decisions on how they body react, bro. Like, you don't go out there and force yourself to be like Devin Haney, right? In the George Kambosos fight. You don't go out there and force yourself to be like, who was that just that almost just killed himself? Was it the boy across seas? Was it Chris Eubanks or somebody that
Oh
almost
yeah,
died or some
Chris
shit?
Eubank.
Trying, you know what I'm saying? We seen how these boys look, man, trying to lose that weight, bro. That shit is uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable.
Dangerous.
So, of course, people want to say, yeah, I agree. It's very unprofessional. It is. It's unprofessional.
Yeah, it is. We ain't making no excuses for him,
If you want to stay at that weight class, but sometimes you say, you know what, fuck it, I can't make the weight. And guess what? He's paying the fine. It's go hit his pockets. That's gonna hurt. Nobody want to lose money in the fight. It's gonna hurt. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna hit his pockets. But like just said, he still have to go out there. The fight is still on. It's not like the fight is off. And then De La Santos still have an opportunity to fight for a title. So it's like, okay, Keyshawn effed up to where he can't become champion, but De La Santos can still become champion. So it's not like it's De La Santos. He's getting a couple extra dollars, and then they're gonna gain weight anyway. So people gonna be like, well, it's kind of cheap. Well, I get it, right? De La Santos, he did what he had to do to make the weight, worked his ass off, but he get paid for it. He get the money, he get to fight for a world title. You know what I'm saying? I got Keyshawn whooping his ass anyway, whether he made 35 or 40 anyway, right?
Nah, Ryan had Osterine, Keyshawn didn't. I mean, he missed weight, but don't lump him in there with Ryan. He ain't nothing like Ryan. He missed weight. Let's just leave it at that. We ain't got to bring Ryan into it. Ryan ain't got nothing to do with this situation. Keyshawn missed weight, and he got to deal with it, but he ain't nothing like Ryan. Let's be clear. I don't even think that makes sense to say. It's Ryan ain't the only person that missed weight. Y'all act like it's a lot of fighters that done it. Shakur missed weight and a slew of others. It's a lot of them. It's not cool, but it happens. It's how you respond. You can't stay stuck on that shit. It's only so much you can say unprofessional. You're gonna say it till you blue in the face. I'm clear on that. No excuse for it. Like, you got to make that weight. You signed a contract, but he didn't, and the fight still got to go on. He said the show got to go on. De La Santos still look confident. He ready to go. I'm ready to see a fight, bro. That's all. I think the fight's still gonna be good. That's all that really matter, though. You know what I mean? And if he wasn't staying at 35 to chase down the rest of the titles, which it seemed like he wasn't, hey, maybe this was a blessing in disguise, man. It happened a weird way, but you needed to probably go your ass up anyway. So there you go. Now people could stop crying about a division being held up, and there's no more friends per se at 135. Stop looking at it one way, right? I get it. Let's criticize him, but let's move on. Let's look at the brighter side of it. Boxing got to continue. Now there are no friends. There is absolutely nobody at 35 that Shakur said he won't fight, right? And vice versa. So let's see how that shape up. If he going at 140 next, Frank Martin is too. Remember they had a face-to-face? That could be a potential fight. You never know. So I'm just looking at it different, man. I ain't staying stuck on this shit. It's all good, man. You got to win now, bro. That's all. You had to win before, but you really got to win now, if you get what I'm saying. Ramon was good with it. He didn't criticize Ryan about the weight because he never made 135. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You already know, boss. That's just what it is, right? You don't got to trip out over. You just got to know what you're doing, and he got to know that. Now you really got to make an example out of this kid. You have to. You got to step on dude. I think Keyshawn beats Frank Martin too. That's just me, but still want to see the fight. It's 50-50 type fight to me. Frank Martin's still one of them guys, and he could very well win too. Everyone's going to sleep either way.
Like you were saying though, Just. But it comes down to the point, man, where it comes down to the point, brother, where it's damn if you do, damn if you don't, bro. Like, let's be realistic. So you want to, and it's in the fight game, bro. We like one thing I hate though. You know, one thing I hate though, Just. Let's not act like we haven't seen this happen before, man.
Yeah,
like,
we have.
I hate when Negroes act like it just, oh man, like bro, come on, man. We've seen everybody miss weight before. Everybody miss weight. Tank miss weight. Fucking Shakur miss weight. You know what I'm saying? Like you say, this is not an ongoing thing. Like, this is dude first time miss weight, of course. Like, and then another thing, right? I get what people saying, like, oh man, it kind of no, it don't. It don't fuck up his buzz. You understand what I'm saying? Because if he go to 140. It's right in line. It's right in line with what he's doing. You feel me? It's like, okay, fuck it. I couldn't make the weight, bro. I did what I had to do. I dust his ass off. Now I'm up here with the other champions at 140, like we said. I'm not the weight class with my brother. Y'all can't keep talking about, oh, y'all need to fight each other. You know what I'm saying? So now, so motherfuckers can't say, oh, well, they sitting right there. So now, you know, your favorite fighter. You feel me? Your favorite fighter. I know they gonna hate me for that shit. I don't give a damn. right?
do, man?
It's wide open now. It's wide open. So it's just like, bro, I respect the game for what it is, bro. I'm not gonna sit up here and shit on the boy, but it's you, like you said, bro. Now I will agree, y'all. It's very unprofessional now. Like I said, I'm not cutting no slack for it.
Right.
You're the champion. You're supposed to make weight if you want to stay at that weight class. You understand what I'm saying? Now, if it's like, all right, shit, it's chess not checkers, baby. It's chess not checkers, right? You have to do what you have to do. You have to do what you have to do, right? Y'all talking about this cat did this and that and this to my brother, and y'all talking about he gonna do this, that, and this to me. Nope, I'm gonna dust his ass on off, right? Do what I gotta do. I'm gonna take the bullets for it, but I'm gonna dust his ass on off. He ain't gonna be the same after this, right? Who knows? Maybe he will, maybe he not, but I'm gonna dust his ass on off. You know what I'm saying? Get into that mental game, and y'all not gonna be screaming, we need to see Shakur De Los Santos no more. You know what I'm saying? That's out the way now. He got his ass dust off. So guess what? The door's wide open for your favorite fighter's favorite fighter. You understand what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, listen, we still got a hell of a fight tomorrow. De Los Santos didn't pull out the fight, so I want to hear no excuses. Right? You got an opportunity. When somebody miss weight, you have an opportunity to accept the money or say the fight is off. Period. You have an opportunity to accept the money or say the fight is off. He took the money. He's fighting for a world title. Ain't no excuses. Ain't no excuses at all, bro.
Right. Shout out to bro. He asked me, Julio. He said, "Do I feel like it's a fair fight?" Yeah, I don't think it makes the fight unfair, especially if he accepted. It's just one of them situations where you just gotta, you gotta deal with what comes with missing that weight, and you'll have to respect it. The dude said he ain't want to fight, that'd be on you. But I think the title being on the line makes it appeasing still for De Los Santos, and maybe with his temperament, he don't care. He's just probably gonna go out there and fight. So that's what's really important, is seeing the fight, and you gotta win. You get what I'm saying? A fight of this magnitude, now you done added a reason for people to be critical of you. So yeah, you know what I mean? And again, he's doing a lot of TL talk. So I'm fully surprised that he's talking 140.
Let me tell you why it's a fair fight. Because De Los Santos accepted the money. He didn't pull out the fight. Right? Okay, he missed weight by 4 pounds. We get it.
Right.
4 pounds is a lot. I understand. I swear to God, I understand the game.
Yeah, I get it, y'all.
Trying to lose a half a pound can kill you. You feel me? Trying to get a half. What my dude just say? You get me? We say you feel me? You get me? Trying to lose a half a pound would kill your ass if you ain't got nothing else to lose. You feel me? So I get what y'all saying, bro. But right now, looking at him yesterday, bro. Before yesterday at the press conference, I say, damn,
so he still negotiate.
Yeah,
I think that's a good thing though, Jay, because it's one of those things where if you don't want to fight, you don't want to fight, right? It's a simple decision, but the fact that they're negotiating is good. He probably trying to get some extra bread now. That's all. It's all about that money. He's just gonna have to pay for that now.
The fight is on.
That's all that is. Watch.
Yeah,
if they take care of him financially, I can see the fight continue. Shout out to everybody saying they still negotiate. I see you, Latifah. Appreciate y'all.
Just what they negotiate.
So yeah, I hope it don't get canceled. Me too, y'all. But if it does, Keyshawn got himself to blame for that one.
Just you know what they negotiate, bro. Come on, tell them what they negotiate, bro. They negotiate how much for a pound, bro. We know the fight. If the fight was off, ladies and gentlemen, it would be off.
No, yeah, I think you would have just said it, right?
They just negotiate how much for a pound. It's 4 pounds over. How much is he charging for a pound? That's what it's coming down to. De Los Santos is not in the bag. De Los Santos ain't no fool. De Los Santos know his name ain't big enough, bro. He ain't got it. Like, of course. Let me rephrase that. You take that back. I don't want to make it like he's a nobody. But to get an opportunity like this, bro, to fight for a world title, to get a big
after a loss too.
After a loss, how long he been out? Exactly, bro. So it's like, damn, now after the layoff again, and hope that another opportunity come to me. No, hell no. No, and then you already put the work in, bro. Let me get that extra bread, and then we finna put the weight on anyway. We got to put the weight back on anyway.
I hear y'all as far as the fair fight thing, but again, I know when Lemos was like, what was he, 6-7 pounds over? Well, nobody's saying that wasn't a fair fight for Keyshawn. I didn't see that not one time. So look, it's if you had an unfair advantage, it ain't a fair fight. But if you accept the fight, then I'm assuming you accepting it because it's fair. Is it fair that he made weight and you didn't? Nah, just off that alone, from a contract standpoint, you got to honor the contract. So the thing is, if they're still negotiating, like I said, they probably figuring out some money. And if I still take, so if the money is right, probably still take the fight. If not, can't be mad at Edwin. You know what I'm saying? So he kind of gave him some breathing room to, you know, get some bread up out you now. Sunchild, what it do? Shout out to everybody.
He go get some bread, yes. He go get some bread, bro. Shout out to everybody. Hit that like button for my brother.
I seen Frank buzzed a little bit before.
He go get some.
Frank got it. What it do? I mean, Chase got it. It was good. It was the I think it was Romero Duno. I think it was Duno that buzzed him. I forget. I gotta think about it. It might have been him. I forget though. Don't quote me on that. I got double.
So Frank got cracked a little bit.
Yeah, when he got buzzed before the Tank fight, he had fought somebody that buzzed him a little.
What was dude's name, bro? Damn, what was?
I thought it was Duno. I could be wrong though. If I go look at his resume, I definitely figure it out. Shout out to TJ, man, becoming a new channel member, my guy, man.
Much and we ain't never got a box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Yeah, with his Tank, he's gonna be much better at 140. Yeah, for sure. CJ was good. So yeah, that's all that is. That's gonna be by money. He gonna get that money on. No, Edwin like, oh, I get to get some more monies. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't think that. For me personally, I don't feel like weight is a deciding factor. The way they both of those dudes fight, it ain't gonna be because of no pounds to me. And I mean, somebody had brought up, oh, Ryan did this. Do y'all feel after watching the fight? Do you feel like that was the reason he was successful because of the added weight? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you got to make it. So it's not making an excuse for that. But now the ball is in De Los Santos' court, right? And for them to negotiate. So if you Keyshawn and company, you doing everything in your power to make sure this fight continues, bro. That's all. You fucked up. You own up to it. That's all. That's what make it easy. You don't gotta make no excuse. Y'all didn't make it. It's clear. And you give your reason for it. Yo, he said, look, I grew the weight. I tried. I did everything I could. Couldn't make it. I tried last night. Woke up in the morning. Couldn't make it. You know, people still say I ain't trying to hear it, and I get it. But that's it. That's all. That's all you need to say. And now I still got business to take care of tomorrow night. And that's where his mind got to shift to, right? Can't be worried about some shit that you can't change at all. And that's where I'm going. I'm not giving him an out for it. You can critique him and just, it is what it is. Now we got to really see how you going to look tomorrow night. I mean, shout out to Tony, man, back in the super chat. Much love. So you ain't going to cut down 4.3 from 135 the night before weigh-ins? Nope. I mean, when I hear him say trying, I think you still maybe was doing some cutting possibly, but nah, I don't think you're going to lose that much weight either. That's why he ain't try again after the fact. When the lady, you know, the interviewer, I think it was Christine, and she was like, oh, you're not going to try? No, because it don't make no sense. Just like when Cord missed, he pissed orange, he was like, nah, I ain't even trying. So save yourself the time and energy, go negotiate, pay that man, and let's make a fight. You know what I'm saying? So let's be real. Them dudes don't use their weight to win fights. Them added pounds is frowned upon because that's not what they agreed on, and I respect that. But other than that, I don't think that's going to be the determinant factor. They're not the kind of guys that's leaning and using weight to win, and I don't think that's just going to make them punch so much harder or be able to take so much better of a shot. I just don't see that. You know what I mean? I get it. I hear people say that all the time, but at the end of the day, one thing we know about boxing, if you punching, you punching. And I think we know universally, I think it's known and understood that Edwin could crack with both hands. So a couple extra pounds, shit, could it slow you down? You know what I mean? Anything. It could be a negative. Don't always got to be good. So who knows? But we're going to find out. And I hope we get to, you know, they figure it out, get the money situated, because I know that's what the holdup is going to be. And we get to still see a good fight, bro.
But yeah,
I have the joint, man. Appreciate the support, fam.
What's one thing we do know, just one thing we always say, bro. You can't listen. Either you got a chin or you don't. You can't train a chin, bro. We seen the niggas come in. I'm talking about the most ripped up, cockiest niggas in the world, bro. You get hit on that motherfucker, and they come in the best shape. They get hit on that chin, bro. Niggas leg get weak as a motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, bro, either you got a chin, so you're not putting muscle on. Like, oh man, he's coming in 4 pounds overweight, bro. That weight not going to his chin, buddy.
Yeah.
You feel me? That's not training the chin. That shit, in De Los Santos, he can't crack, but he like, let's just be realistic, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he can punch.
Yeah, he can punch, but he ain't just cut.
These weight bullies fighting an actual weight class. I don't know. For me, I feel like if you can make the weight, you make the weight. You're not a weight bully. In this situation, I could look at it. like I get why people will say it's intentional, but I feel like you can go to the well one too many times. And if he was being genuine about he felt it for the Berenchik fight, but he still made it. And it just so happened you didn't do it this time. But again, with that much, it's hard to say that you didn't know. So I don't know. Maybe he went to the well one too many times, or it could have just been a strategically planned. You know what I mean? I don't know. But we gonna see. And that could go good for him or it could go bad. Shout out to Melanie Queen. I said skills was good with it, bro. How you feeling? The weight definitely adds an advantage.
I'm gonna say this, bro, too.
I'm not even gonna argue that. I respect it. Okay. Oh, no problem. Imagine the possibility of what Santos has a great chin and a wicked 2-2 match.
But just
1-2 the match. Yeah. Shout out to skills, man.
Once again, y'all.
No
Let's stop using the word weight bully, bro, on certain people, bro, because everybody does this shit, man. Like, it's not weight bullying when you're making the weight. Like, I get what y'all saying, bro, right? And at this point, y'all gonna say, well, Money Brown, he didn't make the weight. Bro, he's still a champion. He has the title. So he's at 135 right now, bro. The opportunity presents itself for De La Santos.
That's the thing. That's the point that I was making. They do Keyshawn and Edwin De La Santos fight that way, where they use their weight to win fights. Fury does that. They don't fight them dudes gonna box. That shit gonna be about skills and talent. That's the point I was making.
But in the heavyweight division, everybody punches.
They ain't gonna be using weight to win the fight. So again, do you think both guys coming in after they rehydrate are exactly the same weight? Either guy could be give or take a few pounds more or heavier. Does that give him an advantage simply because he got more weight?
Nah, bro. I don't
like, come on, like we talking about boxing. Like, weight don't win fights, skills do. What we talking about? Show me a time where weight alone just won a fight. Show me a person that just won a fight all weight alone. Name me one.
Exactly.
I can't think of one.
How much you weigh? How much you
that shit, man. That's all I'm saying. So I'm not about to overanalyze it. People wasn't saying Lemos had an advantage. As a matter of fact, they used the fact that he came in overweight to discredit Keyshawn, but now it's Keyshawn. He got some crazy advantage where Lemos did. He got cooked. This shit could go against him. Being overweight could go against you. It could hinder your performance, affect the way you perform. It don't have to be a positive. It could go the other way. It don't have to be. I don't see it giving no significant advantage. That's me personally because of how they fight, given their styles. They don't fight. You don't see Keyshawn leaning and laying and trying to drain this guy and using his weight to lean and lay. They don't fight like that. He's a boxer puncher at that. They don't fight that way. So for me, I don't see no significant advantage. I wasn't hearing none of that advantage stuff when Lemos was even more overweight than what Keyshawn is. As a matter of fact, they said you get what I'm saying? They used that as a reason to take away from the win. Oh, you just fought an overweight Lemos. So he just fighting the overweight Keyshawn. That shit don't necessarily mean that everything gonna be good. That shit could go bad for you, man. So it gotta handle business. That I don't see neither one of them dudes win fights because of some weight. So that's just me. I don't think that way. Not no couple pounds, bro. You think you go in there, like, look what kind of advantage Lemos would have had then, because he was grossly overweight. What they said, he was 160. I think he was 160 or something like that, Keyshawn said. So he had a crazy advantage, didn't he? Did it look like it? He got cooked. So it could be a double-edged sword. It don't gotta be one way, is what I'm saying. Yeah, it could be an advantage for him, but to help him do what? He's gonna make him so much stronger? No. Shit not gonna make him punch so much harder. I don't believe that. I don't see it that way. Them dudes, you'll never know when they get into the ring, and that's the part people don't realize. The rehydration period. You don't know what either of them guys gonna be when they rehydrate.
There you go, bro.
You just don't know. You get what I'm saying? If they rehydrate around the same amount of weight, you get what I'm saying? What if De La Santos be heavier? Right. Do we now got the advantage? Because don't forget, he's not coming in at 139 and De La Santos coming in at 134. They're gonna both rehydrate. So that's why I'm saying that. Once they do that, I don't see Keyshawn Davis being no 160 in the ring or nothing like that. The only thing that makes it unfair is that they signed the contract and De La Santos made weight, Keyshawn did. Accountability, move on. But as far as that being the straw that breaks the camel back or the deciding factor in the fight for just do, I don't see that. I don't think it's going to be a matter of skills. You know what I'm saying? That's it for me. Shout out to Boxing Hacker. Said Dad never used weight to win fights, nor did he drop his belt on the scale, but people were swearing to weight bully to discredit him. Yeah, you know, it is what it is.
What people though? That's the thing, bro. That's why I say this. When people say weight bullying, that's why if you fall for it, bro, it's all about what you fall for, what you think.
Yeah.
Like I say, every fighter do it. Like you go to every champion, bro. Every champion move up weight class. You got 3 division champion, 2 division champion, 5 division. Every champion move up, bro. So nobody is starting off at the this the way he should be at, bro. If you just like Devin, right? Like Devin killed himself to make the weight. I respected that to the utmost. I gave him all the credit in the world, bro. It can harm you. Sometimes it can help you. Sometimes it can harm you, bro. But the thing is, it's the sport of boxing. Like it's like I say, stop acting like we never seen this before, bro. And then it's just like
how would I know? I don't know what Santos coming in. How would I know that?
Right.
How would I have any way to know that Santos is going to be lighter? How would I know that?
Now they say weight bullying, right? Just okay. No, I don't want to try to run off with this one. Don't go shoot money, bro. Okay, so when Shakur moved up 3 divisions, right? He fought De Los Santos, who's a lightweight, right? Because De Los Santos didn't come from down. He was at 135, right? So is he weight bullying Shakur Stevenson? Like, come on, bro. And I'm not saying like, oh well, they made the same weight. It's just like it's the sport, bro. When you sign that contract, bro, you like these fighters understand what's going on. Like even that's why I respect Abdullah Mason, even his words. You know what I'm saying? It's the sport of boxing, bro. Like he grew out the weight, and you know, either way I'm coming for that title, right? I respect that kid, bro. It's like he's not running around, oh man, he grew out the weight because they understand the sport, bro. They understand what people go through to make that weight. They're not dumb, they're not naive to the fact that, okay, Keyshawn came in 135. How many fights you got at 135? So y'all gotta look at these things, bro. Pay attention to, you know, some dudes stay longer than others, bro. Some dudes don't kill themselves to say, oh, well, I'm gonna stay because I want to fight this dude, so let me keep killing myself to get down hurt. No, some dudes, you know what, fuck it, bro, I can't do it. Hey, I'm gonna go up because guess what? At 140, guess what? It's real smoke up there as well.
Right. I feel shout out to everybody in the building. Y'all hit the like button. I'm gonna be honest with you, LaMarcus. I mean, Creole the Traveler. I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't like when people do that because we ain't talking about my son. We talking about 2 other fighters. But since you asking if it was my son, just like, you know, they negotiate and it would be up to them to negotiate, right? If you're gonna proceed or not. It's just that simple, but it's not my son. It's De Los Santos and it's Keyshawn. And De Los Santos as a fighter, him and his team got a decision to make. They could either proceed with the fight or don't. But I really don't like questions like that. If it was this or that one, it's not.
Yeah, let me say this. Edwin De Los Santos has
we gotta stop doing that. Like, y'all, if you see it a different way, bro, respect to it. There's no need to be weird about it. You all right? Y'all see it as a problem. Y'all think that's a big advantage. I think that's gonna be the deciding factor. Okay, I just asked what was the energy when Keyshawn was fighting Lemos. I wasn't hearing nobody saying how much of an advantage he was gonna have and none of that. Like I said, people discredit him for, you just fought an out of shape Lemos. That's what they said. So it's Keyshawn out of shape. You get what I'm saying? Like it changed depending on the fighter. I'm a real one. Like y'all not gonna agree with everything I say, and that's cool. But I don't think I say anything that's too crazy, too far to the left or right. Y'all know that. You see that Keyshawn has got an unfair advantage. That's cool. That's how you see it. I can't tell you wrong because you see it that way. For me, I'm gonna stand on what I believe. They don't use weight to win their fights specifically. You don't do a bunch of lean. Them dudes gonna be in there boxing. That's what I believe. You get what I'm saying? But maybe he had a plan. Maybe he feel like the added weight gonna help. I don't know. But that's not gonna be the deciding factor in my opinion. It's gonna come down to the better man. You know what I'm saying? What happened to, you know, all this other De Los Santos this? Is he gonna be ready? Like, I mean, I was complaining about that. Now it's this. So it's like, I don't know. It's up to him. So I hope he take the fight. But if he don't, that's on him. And shout out to my guy behind the hands. Yeah, man, I remember that Floyd did pay Marquez for missing weight. He did. And that's just what it is. So
how much you pay him?
It's up to him. Like, for me, if it's you negotiate just like anybody else would. Get what I'm saying, right? If you feel like the money is worth it, then you take the fight. If not, then you don't. It's that simple. But I'm not in a situation to have to make the decision. That's up to Edwin. As I stated, I respected it if he decided not to fight or if he did. You'd be bummed out as a boxing fan, but it'd be what it is. Like, what could I do? I ain't gonna be mad at him. You signed for 135, nothing else. Shout out to Phil, he said, but Edwin drained himself all the way. Not right. I mean, you only drain yourself if you at a weight class where you don't belong. So did he really drain himself, or was the fact that he off for 2 years was the reason, right? I don't know if to say he drained himself per se, right? I mean, I don't think he ever missed weight, did he? So I don't know. He came in 134.7. He don't look drained to me, but no, he made weight. He honored the contract. So shout out to Edwin. We'll see what he does.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Frank Martin found his tongue. I liked it. I like this. Big No Gaming. What it do, man?
I'm touch on that son shit.
So if it was your son, I just, that's nothing personal. I just never liked him as a man. I never liked them statements because it's just it makes it a little weird to me. Like, because it's not, we don't got to go there. We could simply focus on who it is and how I feel about what they're doing. It don't got to be somebody related to me for me to change the way I think. I'm still not going to say that is going to be the primary reason that the fight is won. I am a firm believer that skills pay the bills. When you're a more skillful guy, you can get the job done. Or when you have something special about you, you can get the job done. You've seen it with Wilder. What kind of weight disadvantage was he at on a normal basis? You see it a lot of times with Tank. He fight guys that's bigger than him, right? It's about skills. If it was all about weight, Barrios probably would have kicked his ass. Rolly probably would have kicked his ass. Rolly was 165. He was damn near super middleweight. So fights are just being won because a guy is simply heavier than the other guy.
Thank you. Hey, Jeff,
what is Tank doing? Why the hell is he getting rid of these guys? Because the last time I seen him be a bigger guy was what, Pitbull? It's the last. I think that might have been the only time I could think of right off the bat. So that's all I'm saying. Like, I get everybody think a certain way, but for me, I got logical reasons why I don't see it that way. Because I've seen a guy defy the odds. I've seen from a guy as heavy as a heavyweight all the way as light as he's small as a lightweight. And I've seen Inoue do it too, beat up guys that are bigger than him too. So if it's strictly about weight, then why is he getting rid of these guys? You get what I'm saying? So that's how I look at that. You know what I mean?
Hey, Jeff, Rolly just fought at 47, didn't he? So it's like when we look
I ain't
at
say you ain't have a logical reason, but I ain't arguing y'all reasons. That's the difference. People don't hear what they want. I'm gonna argue. I don't care to argue. I respect where everybody coming from. You ain't hear me say your reason wasn't logical.
All right.
Come on, I don't insult nobody. I just said everybody had their opinion. I rock with it. So I don't know why you even said that. I got logical. Do away with weight classes. Nah, that's not that. That's not that. That's not the same thing. That's not the same thing. But you can have that. Let's keep building, man. Shout out to my guy Money for coming up here, man. Aside from the weight debacle, man, he got a job to do. You know, if weight was just winning fights, then he would have got cooked by Lemos, who was much heavier and bigger than him on the night. You get what I'm saying? Skills win fights to me. That's all I'm saying. If somebody else see that weight win fights, then cool, say that. But I don't see it that way. I feel like skills pay the bills. I seen Floyd Mayweather, who Canelo Alvarez was 20 plus pounds more than. Why didn't he beat him? 20 plus more pounds. You talking about weight classes more than them in the actual ring, not on the scale, in the actual ring. After they rehydrate, multiple weight classes heavier than this man. Why didn't he win? Because skills pay the bills. I have examples to back what I'm saying. I'm not just saying shit. I got examples. You get what I'm saying? That's what I believe. I can see if you and again, look what Wilder did. Wilder would have the biggest argument to make about that because he sacrificed the most, being at 40, 50 pounds or whatever it used to be. Dudes used to be heavier than him. Nobody else is at that type of disadvantage. None of these dudes. And again, depending on what fighter it is in there is where we want to make a big deal. Because I didn't see this issue. I didn't see the concern for Keyshawn. I didn't see that. Well, nobody like, man, he overweight after he cooked him. He just was overweight. Keyshawn overweight. I mean, shit, is De Los Santos gonna cook him for being overweight? We gonna see.
I mean, they didn't even praise. They didn't even give Devin Haney his just due, right? He lost, right? Don't get me wrong, he lost, right? But the thing is, he took the fight. Ryan went out there and fought, right? We didn't hear too many people saying, "Oh man, Ryan only won because he was overweighted, bro." Like, let's be real. The people weren't saying that shit, bro. Let's keep it all the way above, bro. They were saying things like, "Oh man, Devin should have did this," and Devin, which is the truth, bro. And I always said Devin got way more skills.
You don't know what everybody thought. You don't know what everybody thought, bro. I'm telling you what I was hearing. I don't care about what people was thinking. I'm telling you what they were saying. And I wasn't hearing this much of a concern. I wasn't hearing this kind of outcry because it's Keyshawn. We're going to cry. We're going to cry and start talking about all this. Oh, he's cheating. It's this, it's that. It's why he got rehydration causes. Look, he got a decision to make. It's up to the fighter, bro. If the fighter pulls out, then I respect it. But that's it. That's all. Like, what you want me to say? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know I got it. I know I got it. I know I got it.
No, let me say this, bro. Listen, bro. This is not.
The first one miss weight. Nah, he not.
Let me explain this, bro.
Fighter miss weight, man. People don't be crying across YouTube like that, and I don't expect me to do it. I held him accountable. I moved on. I simply said I don't feel like that his the weight is going to be the deciding factor. If you feel like it will, then that's cool. I said that. So it ain't no semantics. I'm very clear about what I'm saying. Simple, very clear.
Let me explain this to you, Jess. I swear on my life, bro.
I said they can't hear you, man.
Damn, they can't.
You kind of low.
Damn. Shit. Man, they keep calling my damn phone, bro. That's why I hate this.
Yeah, you kind of low. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Y'all hit the like button and we gonna keep building. I want to see what this fight gonna look like if it continues. But like I said, man, may the best man win. I just want to see a good fight. And that's it. And move on. I want to see what he's going to look like at 140. It's unfortunate that he had to lose his belt to go to 140, but it's water under the bridge now. You can't go backwards, so you could only go forward. So it is what it is. I got you, bro. I got you. We're gonna keep building though, man. I hope we still get to see a fight, but everybody else still got a fight on the card. And I think overall, they ain't the only good fight on the card. You got more than just Keyshawn and Dos Santos, but that was the hot topic, being that he blew weight the way he did. So now you gotta go step on this dude and keep it moving. Take your ass to 140. Yeah, if the fight get canceled, I don't know. I don't speak for nobody else. I only speak for me. I wouldn't blame a guy that clearly is not his fault. Only a fool would do that. It was no way, shape, or form the guy who made the weight his fault if he decided that that's too much weight for him to go in there and fight. But I something tells me as long as they figure out a money situation, I think he'll fight. I think that dude probably just gonna want to get paid and keep it moving. Matter of fact, hold on, give me a second. Hold on. I think Dos Santos respond to this. Hold on. I think I clicked Dos Santos responding to the weight. Give me a second, man. Hit the like button, y'all. We're gonna keep
Edwin Dos Santos, 4 pounds over the weight limit for Keyshawn Davis. He has an hour to try to make the weight should he choose. What's your initial reaction to hearing that the champion is overweight?
Perdió una primera guerra. Vamos para la segunda.
He lost the first battle, and now we're going into the second one. He has an opportunity to try to make the weight. If not, the title will only be available for you to win tomorrow night. Any extra motivation for you now?
Mucho más motivación. Se puso mejor ahora.
A lot more motivation now. It got a lot better now. All right, well, you did your job. Congratulations. We'll see you tomorrow night.
2 years off, 134. Oh, my
God. I like that. He said that shit in English. 2 years off at 134. Oh, my God. Oh, man. That's for you, Keyshawn. He said 2 years. 2 years off, and he made weight, and you didn't, man. Oh my God. Oh, that's funny, man. Shout out to Dos Santos, and that right there sounded like they were still gonna take the fight, but we'll see. We'll see. I think he'll take it though. I don't think he's gonna pull out because he ain't even had to get the opportunity to be real. He ain't even had to fight him. So I think him being able to win the title, I think that'll be an incentive. And then if he already was getting paid good, any added money is probably a plus for him. So I see that. I see it being a fight. Worldwide Arts was good with it. Saying I was off for 2 years and still made weight. Oh my God. Yeah, man. Oh my God. That was Santos funny as hell, man. So let's see it, man. Let's see a good fight. That's all.
Hey, do I sound better, Jess?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, my bad, bro. I was talking my ass off too. My bad. I apologize.
Nah, you good. See, the thing is, I could hear you, but probably somebody else can't. If I couldn't hear you, I would have said something. I was able to hear you.
Before you catch that super chat, let me say this, just before you catch that super chat. Let me say this, y'all. When it comes to Just Do, bro, and listen, like, this is why I rock with the dude heavy, bro. Like, real ish. Like, this not glazing no nigga. This not trying to build a man up. None of that shit. Because I keep it real either way, right? Bro, if you have an opinion, fam, if you have a different outlook on what the subject is or the topic, bro, he respected to the utmost. It ain't no debate. That's why everything ain't a debate, bro. Everything, like a lot of cats want you to debate and want to turn everything into a little debate. He would tell, bro, I respect your opinion, but this how I'm, you know, that's your opinion. I have my opinion. So if I'm going to respect your opinion, brother, please respect my opinion as well, bro. It's not a debate, bro.
I have yet to see a time where I haven't been that way, and I don't think people get where my frustration come in. It's not having a difference of opinion. I want that. I value that. I could appreciate that. Anybody that thinks for themselves, but it's everything ain't worth a debate or arguing. It's like you will say something, somebody be like, nah, bro, it's this, and that, and that's facts. It's like now you why even take that tone? Just be like, yo, I think this. Like don't be overly aggressive. For me having a difference of opinion, I'm a fair shooter, period. Every day, every single day I get up here, you'll never hear me like, yo, I'll disagree with you. I don't do that. That's why I be wondering where the arguments be coming from. I don't be caring for it. It's like, let's talk boxing. Y'all be wanting to argue, I don't care for it. Shout out to my dog. He said if the table would turn, Devin Santos was overweight and ended up knocking out Keyshawn, what would people be saying? Asking for the biased Keyshawn fans. I don't know. I can't speak for them, but I could answer that question still. In my view, the way I see the whole weight thing, right? I just don't feel like it's the end all be all. I feel like you still got to be skillful, right? It's kind of like, in a sense, like it reminds me of like power to a degree, right? Don't matter how much power you got if you don't got the skill to land it, right? Don't matter how heavy you are if you ain't skillful enough to use it and win. We say it all the time. You know, guys that be big, got height and weight and don't use it properly, right? We say it all the time. So what do that come down to? You having the skill, you know, and the wherewithal to get it done, right? Knowing how to use what you got. So that's all I'm highlighting. I don't think that's the end all be all. How much of an advantage, we don't know, because you don't know what both guys are going to be weighing in the ring. And like I said, if that was the case, we've seen so many occasions where guys are smaller, and that's not the reason that the fight is won or lost. So for me, if I seen a fight where he was leaning and laying, and you get what I'm saying, and draining him, bent, you get what I'm saying, holding him, doing all types of shit, using his weight to his advantage where you could clearly see it, and it's having an effect. He wearing his guy out. Like I've seen Tyson Fury clearly do this and knock somebody out because of it, drain him, keep leaning and laying on him. I feel like those two guys won't approach the fight that way. They're gonna box, and it's gonna be more of a chess match, an athletic chess match. Neither guy gonna want to make mistakes, but I don't think they're gonna be leaning and laying and relying on whatever weight they came in at to win the fight. They're gonna be showcasing skill in there to win that fight. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, I can't attest to how much of advantage it will or will not be. But for me, I feel like the determining factor in this fight tomorrow, if everything goes according to plan, it's gonna be who the better man, who's better prepared. You get what I'm saying? That's what I think. So, and again, I've seen people being overweight effective. I've seen it. So it's not like it gotta be a good thing. It shit could backfire. You know what I'm saying? You've seen people make mistakes before. Did he make a mistake by not making his weight? You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. But that's how I see that, bro. If De Los Santos knocked Keyshawn out, as long as he fight the way I typically see him fight, I would think he was just a better man on the night. I wouldn't think it was weight. That's just for me. But other people might think different.
And another thing, just this too, bro. Listen, I
Hey,
tell
man,
people this, bro.
appreciate you, bro.
Once you sign a contract, you saying, oh, what if he came in overweight? And
Mm-hmm.
Keyshawn took it up on himself to get inside that ring. That means he agreed to fight, bro. Look, ain't no excuses, man. Once you get into the ring, you have, like I said, you have an opportunity to say, I accept the money or I want to call the fight off, bro. Once you get into that ring, you take the money, the bell go ding ding. Ain't no excuses, bro. Ain't no excuses for Tyson Fury. Ain't no excuses for Earl with Bud. When people say he was out the ring, ain't no excuses once you sign that contract. You are a fighter. You know what you signed up for, brother. This, like I say, this is not new to them. They understand the game. This ain't nothing new to them.
Shout out to Chase. Yeah, he ain't in a position to make it. He's speaking facts, money. Said Keyshawn is scared. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna see how logical of a thinker you are, bro. How is the guy that gave the opportunity scared? Just make that make sense. First things first. Please enlighten me how the guy that gave the opportunity is somehow scared. And if you think like that, you probably got chased home as a kid, bro. You probably was scared of people in real life. Like, because it's no middle ground for me. People that think like that, to me, like, that's what I picture in my head. You get chased home as a kid from school or something. Like, you think grown men that gave a guy willingly an opportunity that he didn't have to is scared. Okay, cool. Bet. So the 4.3, I think it is. Yeah, that's gonna be the reason he win this fight. That's what I'm hearing. Oh, that's why people was mad, because I'm not agreeing with that the 4 pounds is gonna be the reason he win. He was gonna win anyway. Nah, but anything can happen, bro. I could talk shit now. You could go out there and get caught and knocked out, and then they're gonna say, "See, you did all that for nothing." So it don't have to go good for him. It could go bad. He still got a job to do. You know what I mean? He's gonna have to prove that he's a better fighter. He's not gonna be oh, well, I'm bigger than him. I was heavier than him on the scale, so that means I'm gonna win the fight. Nah, he got to go out there and perform like he been doing. You know what I'm saying? He got to stay on par with what he been doing. He been kicking ass. He just got to keep doing it.
They act like that 4 pounds, man. He can just go in there and drop his hands and get hit.
Right.
Stop it, bro.
I guarantee you, if he get cracked in that fight, it's that we ain't gonna be thinking about 4 pounds. We're gonna be like, damn. I'm telling you, cuz that's what I believe. I think Edwin is a legit puncher, and he put a lot into them, John. He could get you with either hand. I don't think so. Let me say that, and I could be wrong. It's just my opinion. I don't think that shit gonna help you. If you ain't got no chin, 4 pounds is not gonna help it. 5 pounds, 7 pounds, none of that. 10 pounds. No, if your chin ain't it, and it get hit with a real shot, I don't give a damn about no damn weight. That shit not gonna save you. A chin is a chin. You can't train that. You done heard the boxers say that. So you get what I'm saying? No, you ain't gotta believe me, but you can't train no chin, bro. If you ain't got a chin, you don't have a chin. It's not 4 pounds. It's not saving you. Your shit is glass. Your shit glass, bro.
Look at Ursa Lumi come in and ripped up every fight. I'm talking about cocky as hell and get caught on that chinny chin chin. Look at Roy Jones. I love Roy, but Roy get caught on that chin chin chin. Like it's just, bro. If you don't have a chin, you don't have a chin, bro. Either your shit granite or it's glass, or you got a little bronze on you, bro. But either or, fam, you're going to get your ass cracked. So it doesn't matter.
Underground posse. I said the same thing. I said that too. I said I wonder why he was still mentioning Teo so much, and maybe that was why, because he had plans on going up. It's possible. Nah, but Jerry, that's just your logic, bro. You don't hear me saying do away with weight classes, and I appreciate it if you just stop saying that dumbass shit, because it's dumb. Just stop saying it. Stop typing it, bro. Seriously, like you spamming at this point saying stupid shit. Like I'm not saying do away with weight classes. What I said was very fucking clear. You don't have to agree. When I speak on something, I leave room for the conversation. That means somebody might disagree or see it differently. That's cool. But I'm just telling you how I see it. If you feel like that's going to be the reason he win, say that. That's cool. I'm going to say, all right, I hear you. I don't think so. He got to fight to get through. He's going to have to earn that shit. I don't think De Los Santos coming in there to lay down because he was overweight. I don't think so. I think he's still coming to win. Nothing changes. He got a job to do. What did he say in that clip that I just played? He said, "It's more motivation." Did he start bitching? And he made a joke at the end. So sound like he still wanted to fight. And I hope he take it. Shout out to him.
You took the words right out of my mouth. Just when you just heard this man speak to Christina Pancho with her little cute self, the man sat up there and just told you, bro, I'm even more motivated. He say what? He lost the first battle. Now he's gonna lose the second. The fight is on. Like I don't give a damn what nobody say, or the fight ain't been made yet, or the fight is happening, bro. The fight is taking place. But it's like
what it do.
Yeah, stop acting like this the first time we seen this, and because like y'all be showing y'all hands, bro. Like this is no disrespect, but y'all be showing y'all hands on who y'all like and who y'all don't like, bro.
I told you it's selective.
Bro.
Like, I know what I'm here. I'm here talking, streaming for hours. I see a lot of different content. A lot of people comment. I see people switch up from channel to channel. I just keep it consistent. I believe what I believe, and that's that. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe everything I say is a fact. You don't hear me yelling facts. I'm telling you, in my opinion, this is how I see it. That dude got to fight. He can't just say I'm overweight now that all of a sudden I could take more chances now. I could go in there and keep getting cracked. No, you can't. Bro, you get caught with one of them shots, you're going to feel it. That's what I think. Good chin or not, De Los Santos got a good, solid punch, bro. He can hurt you if he hits you. So, again, I think it's a bad look because of the momentum you was building. You kind of stagnated your momentum, right? That sucked for you, but shit, now you can't cry over spilled milk. You just got to get that work done, bro.
I'm going to tell you why I disagree with that, Jess. That's why I disagree with it. Because, like I said, if he was going there, he was to fight this man, right? And he was to win. And then he come back to 35, then you'll have an argument. I'm saying, bro, what the F is you doing?
That's weight bully shit to me.
Yeah, but if you
he ain't no bitch ass for like missing weight. Like, think about how many fighters miss weight. Trying to make that weight again, then I'll level with that comment. I'll be able to hear you then. Trying to make it then after you clearly missed by that much, I'll be talking the weight bully shit then. But every other time he's made the weight up until this time. So we got to critique him for this time. I can't, I knew he was a weight bully all along. You ever see these dudes in person? I have. I've seen him in person. I think he big as hell or something. These dudes don't be big as hell. He just carries some muscle. And I've always said that he's not the smallest lightweight. You can see his physique. I said it before, like, while people bullshitting and arguing about him in court not fighting, I said it. I don't even think dude gonna be in the weight class as long as y'all think. I ain't think it was gonna come like this, but look, I'm not fully surprised. I said this. He's not a small ass dude. Maybe that's why he kept talking that Teo talk. You know what I mean? Maybe that's why, because he had plans. You never know. Shit.
And this is not a bad way to go to 140, y'all. Like, we seen Shakur drop the belt to go to 135. We seen him miss weight. We seen this happen before, bro. Like, okay, when Tank missed weight, you feel me? So it's like we looking at this situation, fam. Don't be selective on what we looking at. My thing is, bro,
they be trying so hard, bro.
Yeah, so hard.
I'm gonna start ignoring people, bro. From now.
Yeah.
Now we just gonna keep cooking.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta give them what they want. Sometimes you gotta give them what they want because they need some.
Every now and then I go, but I like you be chasing it. I want the difference of opinion, but don't argue it to me.
Don't
have to argue it to me. I'm not one of them. That's how I could tell where y'all hang out at, because I think everything is an argument. I know I understand and interpret very well. When I say something, you telling me, nah, bro, it's such and such, and that's another opinion. You basically forcing your opinion on me and telling me, nah, what you saying ain't it. It's what I'm saying. Nah, bro, it's this. Nah, it could be that, bro. And that's what I'm going to tell you. But you don't got to force your opinion on me. That's why y'all weird. I know where y'all hang out at. I don't do arguing, bro. Come up here and build. Stop being beta male energy be wanting to argue. I don't do that weak ass shit over somebody's boxing opinion. Have you ever seen me argue just because somebody have a difference of opinion? You ain't never seen that. I've been here over 3 years, bro. Can you name another person that don't argue with their people because they think differently? Is when people force their opinion, or what you saying is more right because it's your opinion versus how I think. Nah, bro, don't do like, you can't force your opinion on me. I believe what I'm saying. I'm a logical thinker. I do this shit. I talk this shit for hours, bro. Analyze. I do my homework. I pay attention. Get what I'm saying? Skills pay the bills in fights, man. I'm gonna stand on that. You heard it from the best. Don't take it from me. Take it from TBE. Don't listen to Jusdueboxing. I don't box. I don't train. Take it from TBE. He say it all the time. Skills pay the bills. You hear a number of different fighters say it, not just him, but that's the easiest example right there. It ain't me, so you got to get in there and fight. That's what I'm saying. Just like, and I hate to go here, but even with PEDs, dare I say PEDs, you can't just take that shit and now you good. You gotta be able to fight. Yeah, that shit enhance you, but you gotta be able to fight. Gotta be something there. If you trash, no matter what. Are you just not a good fighter? You're not a good fighter. Shit just don't just make you better. Get what I'm saying? That shit could have a positive effect. It could make you feel more comfortable. Maybe you didn't have to cut as much. Yes, I can see why somebody could say that's an advantage, because you might feel like one guy had to cut more, so he depleted himself more. naturally and you didn't, and then you came in comfortable. I get that, but that still to me is not a deciding factor as to why the fight is gonna be won. They got work to do. They're gonna have to earn that shit. I don't think De Los Santos is coming to lay down. I think he want an opportunity to be a champion. And he might not get another shot after this. I think this definitely motivates him. You heard what he said. The missing of the weight, that shit motivated him. He ain't crying. He like, okay. And he made a joke. So I love it. I love it, man. I love the energy, man. I just bummed for Key because you was building such strong momentum, and this kind of takes steps back for you. You was great where you was at, but it's not the end all be all. Again, you got to do like your bro did. Your unofficial bro. What did he do? Accountability, accepted it, moved on, handled business, and moved up immediately. He didn't spend another fight down at 130. He said that shit hurt losing the titles on the scale. You know what I mean? That shit hurt. So I don't know how much it affect Key, but I mean, you know, maybe I don't know, wake up call, right? Sometimes you just need to go through shit. And this is a total scrap or a loss if you go out there and don't perform as well. So if you just blew weight and you go out there and don't perform, yeah, people gonna be all over you, and rightfully so. You gotta handle business for sure, for sure. Shout out to Too Rich. Say crazy, bro. Omega Males. Yeah, he a hater, bro. Shout out to J Boxing. And like Tresh, and then De Los Santos was fighting a guy inactive for 2 years, but they criticized Tank. I don't even know where that came from, yo, bro. That's so random, yo. You got one. Let me put y'all on game. You know what people should stop doing? Coming to channels telling the content creator or the people in the chat what other people are talking about. You not hearing me criticize Tank in a negative way. Anybody hear me criticizing Tank in a negative way? So I don't care. You get what I'm saying? I don't care what other people do. Pay attention closely. Everybody that's in here and call me out the minute I don't give somebody they just do. And it seems like lately people be still wanting to argue when you see me doing just that. Expect me to be me, no matter the fighter, no matter the situation. I'm gonna keep it the same way.
Hey, Just,
crazy
I got Corey Spinks on the line, Just. I want you to hear his opinion on it. Hey, Corey, get your opinion, bro.
Talk to me.
Get your opinion on Keyshawn missing the weight. Go on, keep it real.
And then that nigga, man, he knew what was the weight class. Nigga, you weigh 139.
Right.
Like, for real. Like, that's real. I understand that, you know, you've been talking stuff, you know, and you gonna move up, but man, don't act like you gonna make weight knowing that you're not gonna make weight.
Yeah.
139?
Yeah.
Fight 35? He never had plans to make that weight, man.
That's what he's saying. It was our plan. Like that was his opportunity. But could you blame him though, Corey, if he can't make the weight? So what you supposed to do? Kill yourself?
No, you're not supposed to kill yourself, but I just don't get it though. You know what I'm saying? Why not just give it up?
Because you want that money, Negro.
Yeah, you
Dodge J. Shout out to everybody.
But he's gonna have to give up some of that.
I know, and that's the penalty you pay. That's the penalty.
That he went to training camp and he still want to get paid. You know what I'm saying? I understand that, but man, that just lose credibility of your dedication, man. Like for real, like don't advocate at a weight if you know you can't make it.
I feel you.
Nah, that's everything you said is fair. There's no art. That's what I be saying, y'all. Like I like to hear somebody say something different. It's all good. That nothing wrong with what he's saying, but J Boxing, you right. And that's the part you might have missed. I definitely have him accountable.
He's arguing with Abdullah Mason. Abdullah Mason making 135. He's advocating like he gonna fight him next and all that.
Oh, but I'll say this though. To Keyshawn's defense. Now I get it. Abdullah Mason ain't officially missed, but he had to weigh in about 4 different times. I think the last fight it was. Dude had to keep weighing in. So what I'm saying is, even though he made it, and I ain't about to put the jacket on him, he a big 35-pounder.
I think he just want to beat De Los Santos because
Shakur.
He could.
You know, the Shakur moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Red just do. You stupid.
Yeah.
But I heard that Keyshawn and Shakur got into it.
Yeah, they had a little back and forth, but they squashed it. Hey, brother.
Man, see, that's some cold shit, bro.
Bro, they brothers, bro. You had a homeboy that you'll never fight in the boxing game,
No, bro. Hell no, bro. I fought my best friend twice before, bro.
Hold on. I think I
Man,
got that.
come on, bro.
I
Let's
feel
see that.
like he said, yo, listen, I don't know if people could level with this, but in a nutshell, bro, he pretty much said, yo, Shakur Stevenson is the reason his boxing career changed. So for whatever reason, I think that is some significant value in that to both of them, where they feel like we could make our money not fighting each other. I would be more bummed out if they was each other's biggest fight and they was talking like this. The main reason for me why I'm not tripping, because I know the biggest fight for them, if they was both at 35, would be who? That would be Tank. And it was before it was a Keyshawn, it was Shakur and Tank. And that's what I've always said. So it's like I ain't tripping off y'all, because y'all, as long as y'all willing to fight everybody else, and now we kind of, like I said, this move here or this situation is a blessing in disguise, and Keyshawn could use it as exactly that. Deal with the criticism, accept accountability, beat De Los Santos' ass, move to 140, be great up there. Now that clears all of that. Now there's none. Now Shakur don't have a brother in the weight class, so now everybody could get the smoke. You got Abdullah Mason is right there, highly ranked. He making noise. I doubt if that'll ever happen though, because they getting managed by the same people, so it's over with for that. But outside of that, I mean, everybody else should be able to fight. It should be fair game. Everybody. Shout out to John BX. Said, tell these dudes, even you are entitled to your opinion. Just get in one of these gift memberships and they'll learn all their opinions are welcome here. That's what I'm trying to tell them. That's why I'll be like, you don't got to argue your point to me. Like, I know boxing seemed that way, but I'm here to tell y'all as a grown man, it's a different way to have a conversation, bro. And I don't like arguing. And understanding how to have a conversation is allowing people to think differently than you and be cool with that. It don't got to, let's agree to disagree. That's played out. You don't got to do that shit. I'm going to respect you. If I talk to you about boxing, I respect what you're saying enough to let it ride. I don't got to argue with you about it. I got to keep saying it because people don't get it, bro. I don't care.
Corey Spence said, keep doing your thing, Just. I told him I'm going to get him on the channel and shit because he got something big coming up. He don't want me to say it, though, but he got something big coming up, man. I'm trying to get Corey Spence. That's my dog.
Oh, yeah. That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, that nigga called every day. Every day.
Shout out to my guy, man. John BX, man. Much love, bro. Man, I want y'all to know, everybody that's in here that can hear the voice, as they like to call me, your opinion is welcome. All I ask for is understand that you understand where I'm coming from without having to argue your point to me. If you want to say, I think he clout chasing, I'm going to tell you what I think, but I ain't got to disagree. You get what I'm saying? Anybody that missed weight when you sign a contract, any criticism that come with that, yeah, that unprofessional, you're going to get a lot of that. And you understand that. I'm pretty sure he does. Shakur got it. But I tell you what, that shit hurt it for him. And I think it was a learning experience, man. He went out there. He still put that shit to the side. He had a job to do. He couldn't say, oh, I was overweight, so I ain't got to go in here and fight this guy. I still got to fight. Perform at a high level for 12 rounds. Now, Keyshawn got to come do that same shit. That's all, right? He got to let y'all know, hey, look, man, this was on me. I fucked up. And that's where it's at. You can't flip out too much. We've seen this shit for years in boxing. Like, people miss weight. Don't make it cool, but let's not overreact. As long as he deal with the situation the right way, you good. Learn from this shit. Don't let it happen again, right? You know what I'm saying? That's all. Just move on. So a lot of guys that's missed weight before. You know, Benavidez lost weight. He lost his bet on the scale. Lost his bet outside the ring, right? But he made his mistakes and got his shit together. And everybody respect him. You get what I'm trying to say? He's a prime example of how you can't stay stuck on that shit. He had 2 moments. Did he let either of those moments define his career? That's all I'm saying. Let's see the rest of the job through. First, let's see if everything is on the up and up after they negotiate, if he's still taking the fight. And let's see how he perform. And then, you know what I mean? We got another conversation. But that's where I'm at with it. Like, I can't be stuck. I got to see this fight. I want to see this fight. You know what I mean? And shit, I don't give a damn how much you was over. You got to win, bro. You got to fight now. You know what I'm saying? So, we'll see.
Yeah,
but
that's the thing. Just the fight is still on. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, I understand, like I say, no disrespect to nobody out there. This is no shot at nobody, so please don't take it personal, right? But we gotta stop acting like this is the first time we seen this shit, bro. Like, this not the first time, and this damn shit ain't gonna be the last time. So when we're looking at De Los Santos, people saying, well, De Los Santos, he drained. That nigga didn't look drained. That nigga didn't come out there with a motherfucking towel on his head, with hurrying up trying to drink water, eating a sandwich in the back, you know what I'm saying? Can't talk, rushing out and shit. If that was the case, I say, okay, I got a point, man. The nigga did kill himself. Yada yada yada, right? Like Corey just said, and me and him go back and forth. I'm talking about every day. Like he said, now he gotta give up some of his money. I told y'all, fighters don't like giving up that payday. You gotta come up out them dollars. That shit hurt more than you probably wish you made weight after you see what they gonna hit your ass for. But it just come down to the fact that, like just said, bro, they're going to put the pounds back on, right? Regardless of how y'all feel about the situation. So it's not like you go get into the ring and just outweigh this man by 80, 60 fucking pounds, bro. It's not gonna be that. They're gonna be around the same fucking weight, or he might be a little bigger, but they both started at 135. They both, you know what I'm saying? So De Los Santos, he probably can move his ass up as well. The thing is, he made the weight. So it's like we looking at the situation, criticizing it from a standpoint of who you like and who you don't like. Like that's the truth of the matter is, bro. Because y'all, this ain't the first time y'all seen this shit. Yes, it's a title fight. I respect it. Be professional. I would be the first one to say that, bro. Be professional if you want to fight for that title, if you want to stay at that weight class. But I also understand that I'm not going to kill myself, right, to make this goddamn weight if I know it's going to kill me. You can feel it. You can, man, listen, I can't go no further than this, bro. I refuse to. Like, fuck that. I'm not going no further than this. It's going to be what it's going to be. Right. You take the hit. But like just said, as long as you go out there and win, it makes everything better. As long as you get the dub, and if you do it in impressive fashion, going up to 140, it's still going to have your buzz going on.
Right. That's all. Like you learn from the shit. That's all. You entirely. For me, I'm big on like, all right, I see the mistake he made. This is clearly a mistake. You can call it unprofessional as you want. No argument from Just Do, y'all. None. You're supposed to make the weight, but you gotta take care of business and move on. And that's what I want to see it through now. Now, does this affect you? Right? You getting all this extra criticism, right? Is it gonna bother you? Are you gonna be reading 1 too many comments? It's a lot of little shit, right? Is this gonna get into the back of your mind, or you gonna be cool as a fan and go out there and kick ass? That's all I'm saying. That's what I want to see for him, right? And as long as he's able to do that, I'm cool. I mean,
y'all talking about cheating, bro. It's not fucking cheating,
bro. Whoever's unprofessional, it's slick cheating.
It's not cheating, bro. Stop that.
Yeah, it's tough. That cheating is. I just don't. I don't know if that's the word.
Yeah, bro.
You get what I'm saying? Especially when you got guys that run around here popping dirty and having PEDs in their system, right? I don't know if that is quite the same thing, but that's why people say it's unprofessional. They don't respect it. It's just not a good look, right? And I get that. And it's almost like the embarrassing kind of thing, right? For fighters, you'd be a bit embarrassed from it, that you did this shit. But he looked like he was cool. He looked like he was cool. You gotta see why he moved the rehydration cause hometown cooking. Did they remove it? That's news to me. I ain't hear that. Players mess up 2 cents. You get me? Players mess up. Knox said it's an advantage. Look, I'm not here to argue that. If that's how you feel, for me, I feel like it's not going to be a deciding factor. Let me be clear. I'm not here to argue whether I think it's an advantage or not. Is that going to be the reason he win the fight? I don't think so. For me, I think he's going to have to kick ass. He still got to fight. He got rid of weight class. He came in over simple. I think that too, but I ain't trying to hear that shit teach. You know what I'm saying? It's not possible for him to outgrow the weight class. Shout out to John BX, man, gifting them 5 memberships. Always showing much.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well, right. well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your Just Do.
Shout out to my homie Boxing Source. What it do, man? I'm at a hotel waiting for an update to see if that fight gonna still go. But they negotiate some monies. Tell De Los Santos we want to see fight. strip for this. You know what I'm saying, man? Tell them they better fork over that cash. You know what I'm saying? They better fork over. They better get De Los Santos and company that brethren. We need this fight, kid. Don't blow this, kid. You know what I mean? Don't blow this.
I'll be highly surprised if this fight don't take place, bro. Like, to be honest.
Yeah, I hate it too, Urban, man. I do. I hate it for him, bro. I hate it, but I would hate it more if he don't perform. If there's a fight tomorrow night, you know what I'm saying? I would hate that even more for him. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, bro, that's hella steps back. They're looking like they ain't budging, even with the money. Oh, that ain't good. That ain't good. I can hear all the other stuff they about to be talking about now. They about to be going crazy, yapping at Abdullah for nothing. Nah, he yapped at Abdullah because Abdullah did several interviews where he was asked about Keyshawn. He had comments that he made Keyshawn feel as though he was feeling like he wanted to fight him. So that's why he said that. It wasn't for nothing. It was because he was talking about him. Was Abdullah Mason saying that he gonna see if he want to smoke for nothing? You see how y'all only look at one side, y'all just ignore the other side. That's why I'm different. I talk about this side, and that's where the resistance start coming in. At I could be agreeing with everything somebody's saying, and all I gotta do is talk about the other side. And it seems like they think it goes against what they saying. It don't. It's always two sides to it. You know what I'm saying? It's always two sides, but that's unfortunate, bro. He said they ain't budging even with the money. That would suck. Having to get this fight canceled at home would suck big time, bro. And you made it right there. You made it right there, man. But he gonna have a lot of questions. I want to hear like what he just say he outgrew it, but damn it, man. Shit, by that much. Man, yo, I hate it. I hate it. My guy said the news station still saying the fight on.
Man, the fight is on, bro. I'm sorry to tell you. Ain't no way in hell this fight is
Boxing
on.
source said it seemed like they ain't budging even with the brethren, not the bready wop. They ain't trying to come up. They ain't trying to, play nice, not even for the bread. It's crazy, man. Damn, Key. Damn it, Keyshawn. But yeah, man, we built on it, man. We cooked on it, man. Like I said, hopefully we get a fight. If not, then the rest of the card, I'm assuming, still probably go on. But that'd be wild. Yeah, they playing hardball. They trying to take them to the cleaners, man. How much they want, man? How much they ask? What they looking for, man? Will Abdullah be the main event if he canceled? I don't know. Is he the co-main already? Probably. If he was the co-main, they probably bump him up. Sanchez called Keyshawn professional. They big mad. Yeah, I know. I mean, there's no argument with that. Zoom said the entire person. He said they looking for the whole bag. They don't want a piece of percentage. They want that bag. That bagament, as Jay would say. Yeah, man. Look, I can't be mad for them playing hardball, negotiating if that's what they're doing. No, they want that bread, bro. They want that bread. They want that money. Samson involved, they definitely want that bread. William Old School, what it do? Shout out to all the channel members, man. Y'all make sure y'all hitting the like button, sub to the channel. Let's keep building. We ain't done. Still got to get the Teo because, man, he's a specimen at this point. He just need to be studied, bro. This dude get in front of a mic and just perform. I'm telling you, only thing he be missing is the red nose, bro. Big clown shoes, yo, because he just get the acting. As soon as the camera get the rolling, bro, Teo get right into acting. Anyway, we see Abdullah Mason, Sam Noakes. I think Dub didn't. Shout out to L, though. I don't know if he's still in here. I thought he had. Did he mention that? I just swore he mentioned that. Shout out. They got to cover Santos training camp with that money and all that. Yeah, they about to pay for everything with that. Frank is waiting for Key at 140. I can't wait for it. Opulence, a great fight, bro. Both of them is, in the ring. Everything they showed you is they check the boxes, bro. I think that's a really good fight. Shout out to my guy Shelton. He said he think it's 70-30 for Keyshawn. I think he said Frank ain't it. I think Frank is good, bro. I just want to see how he look up there at 140, right? Without being drained and feeling like he, tough weight cuts and stuff. Now I don't think you can't be scared, bro. He gave him the opportunity. That's not logical. You get what I'm saying? He gave him the opportunity. It wasn't forced. He didn't have to do it. He gave him the opportunity. You can't then say a guy is scared. Like, what kind of, you got to be a different individual, bro. Like, that's bluffing on a whole different level. And that's pretty much what you'll be saying he's doing. Shout out to William Old School. Like, I don't see it that way, bro.
Santos talking about knocking him out and embarrassing him in the ring, all type of shit. Come on, man.
A lot of people down playing Frank. And Frank is good, bro. I like Frank. Everybody ain't gonna do to him what Tank did, and I will remind people that he was doing extremely well until he wasn't. But he was doing extremely well the first few rounds, bro. You know what I mean? So Frank got skills, but he wasn't able to keep it up. You know what I'm saying? So now let's see what he looked like minus a tough weight cut where he able to just, fill out and be good at the weight. You know what I'm saying? 140 should do him good. And that's that. I'm glad y'all keep saying that because that's really the fight to make. I ain't gonna lie. Right off the bat, I'm talking about as soon as you get up there, that one don't gotta marinate. I ain't trying to hear shit. He done lost the title, so I don't want to hear none of that. Man, bro, anytime that presents itself, I want to see it. Keyshawn and Frank at 140. That's a great fight. direction where Keyshawn had went, if not at one. That's the thing, yo. The pickings is slim, bro. Pickings is slim. You get me? But I'm pretty sure they probably could have found somebody though. But I think the more notable name is better. You know what I'm saying? I like the Edwin as an opponent, bro. I like him, man. So I don't know. I was talking about that before because people were saying like 2-year layoff, and I'm like, who else should he have to pick? We need this fight. I don't know what you know what I'm saying. I don't know what they talking about. Edwin, man. He was only kidding. He was only kidding, man. He was only kidding. Oh man, but yeah, man, it's unfortunate. But let's keep rolling, man. Let's keep it moving. And again, you know what? Hold on. I'm gonna play this from Abdullah Mason. I think this was after he ran into him and with the interaction. I think after the weigh-ins and stuff. I think they asked him, they brought him up again. Edwin Smart, he gonna fight more money. Yeah, he gonna take this opportunity. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think he's scared if he don't. I'm gonna just think he's just like, whatever. Nah, you ain't make the weight, I ain't beat.
All right, Ron Goodall, FightHype.com. I'm here with Abdullah Mason, who many people consider a phenom in the sport. A lot of things have happened, obviously, on stage, but before I get to that, I wanted to get to your opponent, Nakatia. Strong power puncher. Shakur had to box him. Ray Mortai had to knock him out. Essentially, two guys, potentially champions because of the Lomachenko thing, but you're facing them. What do you think about your opponent?
He's a great fighter. You know, he let his hands go. He got some power behind his punches, but you know, I'm just making sure I'm staying tight inside the ring, looking out for his offense. But I'm coming to do the same thing I've been doing.
You know, here in Norfolk, right, the place where you and Keyshawn, right, essentially have developed a lot of fans. Yeah. Kind of somewhat like a second residence because a lot of people are here. They're like, oh man, I love Abdullah, but I love Key, man. I don't want them to fight each other, things like that, yada yada. But on stage, some things happen. Keyshawn looked at you. Obviously, you know, he says he wants to make the fight. Yeah. If he gets past his opponent, you get past your opponent, right? So, is that the fight that everything works out that you're willing to take next if it was offered?
Absolutely. I'm willing to take that next. You know, I worked my way up to number 2, you know, for a reason. And whoever's sitting there at the title when I was, you know, working my way up, you know, I'm working to be preparing for that person. So, you know, Keyshawn's right there. You know, he got the title. So, Keyshawn is the one, you know, that I'm ready to fight.
Did you expect that, I guess, situation? Because, you know, clearly some people are going to view either you're very calm and poised or maybe, you know, you're off guard and rattled or whatever the case, like in your eyes. Like, were you expecting that? Or did that shock you?
I was expecting him to say something. I didn't know what it was going to be, but I could read his energy. Like, you know, I could tell that something was off and he was going to say something.
You know, he mentioned to me that you guys had conversations in the past.
Amazing,
in the back, he put his arms around you, claims, and certain other aspects. Like, what do you recall? Like, did you guys have conversations? Was they kind of like, I want to fight you? Or were they just kind of cool and chill and kind of a different energy during the press conference?
We've had a few, like, casual, you know, conversations and stuff like that here and there whenever we see each other. But, you know, I knew that, you know, when I seen him that, you know, his energy was off a little bit. I can't read his mind, but I could definitely read his energy.
You know, obviously, the fight itself is like reminiscent of Roy Jones, Bernard Hopkins, right? Yeah. Two guys who maybe could fight twice, maybe one really early. A lot of fight fans were probably like, whoa, really? This is crazy, it's happening. But I know that a lot of times we've seen Caleb Plant and Charlo fight, or Ryan and Rolly. Is this too much for him thinking about you while he's fighting De Los Santos? Or you think, in his case, he's going to get past it and you get past your opponent? Like, what do you think?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's too much for him, but it's boxing, you know, and I'm next in line. You know, I'm coming up. I'm ring number 2. So him feeling that pressure and him feeling like he had to say something, you know, that's the reason he called me out. So I wouldn't say it's too much for him, you know. I mean, but I don't know.
Do you feel like there's pressure because a lot of people have kind of?
Oh, for sure. I mean, I didn't have to say nothing. You know, I'm saying I'm focused on Nakatia right now, and he said he called me out first. You know, Keyshawn called me out, so you know it's pressure there.
Did that make you happy then? Because essentially he originally said, you know, ideally he would like to move up, fight Teo and fights of that nature, but you know, because of this fight, looks like it's presented itself. You know, at the end of the day, like, you think he's going to send you a legit offer, or you think it's just for show?
I mean, why not? He definitely should, and I'm prepared to take that offer.
He said he made his last couple fights. Granted, he's from North.
Simple, bro. Like I said, man, Abdullah Mason did everything he was supposed to said and did what he was supposed to, man. He didn't overly feed into a fight that he knew he wasn't coming up. Then he stayed focused on the task at hand. He said, he read his energy. I thought he was caught off guard just a bit. You know what I mean? Because Keyshawn was on it, but it just was good entertainment, man. And it was just him responding to the countless interviews, as I said earlier, bro. But like Abdullah said, I like what he responded. It was boxing. This shit is boxing. That's why I say people be flipping. They be so mad at these dudes just for being entertaining, because everybody was entertained by it at first, and then it went from that to, oh, he's capping, he's a clout chaser. I'm like, dude, that shit makes zero sense. I don't care how you slice it. No way in no world can you speak a guy's name consistently in interviews, and the first time they say something to you was clout chase because the fight ain't happening next. That's like, well, why keep asking them about a fight that ain't next, and why keep answering the same questions about a fight that ain't next? We're not mad at that, right? So it's just boxing, bro. And nobody got hurt. It's just entertainment. It was a good moment.
A fight that nobody was asking for next. So let's keep it real on that one this way. Nobody was saying, oh, we want Keyshawn and Abdullah next. Oh, that's the fight we're building up. Everybody, man. So it's like, when I see certain things, bro, we know where the energy come from. We know what it is. So a lot of y'all call yourself boxing fans. I ain't gonna say y'all don't like boxing.
Facts too.
We see the narrative y'all ass be coming from, man. Like, cut it out, bro. At the end of the day, like I say, it ain't the first time, it ain't the last time, bro. Right. So dude didn't want to kill himself to make the weight. He said he was going to 140 anyway. I'm going to 140. So even with him saying, okay, let's fight next with Abdullah Mason, that don't mean he was lying. That don't mean he was saying, oh, because first of all, they got to get past their fights. They still got a fight coming up. So you can't say that the man is lying until we see what happened after their fights. You see what I'm saying? So people got to cut the bullshit out.
John Wick was good. Nah, I don't think it's just this simple, right? If you don't think he should have responded to all the interviews that he put out, then maybe you think he was just saying that just to say it. But it's clearly it came from a place. That's what motivated it. I don't see why people don't get that. It's a temperature check. And we've seen this in boxing all the time. I don't feel like just because he said something, it got to happen next because he said that. Unless because you entertained in that moment, you forget the fact that they don't make their own fights. So they can say anything. It just was a good moment, right? He said what he was supposed to say. But I will say this, for me, I don't think Youngin said nothing wrong, but I did expect a different response. I ain't gonna lie, just a little. We ain't had to say a lot, you know what I mean? But it didn't sound like next, but it sounded like different than the interviews. The interviews sound like you was gonna ask him what was up. And that's the part he ain't responding to. You act like he just woke up out of nowhere and just called you out. Nah, they didn't wake up out of nowhere and ask you about him. Like you working your way up. So they like, bro, you right there. What you want? What you gonna do? It's only not as normal to ask the question. So it's just good boxing talk, man.
And then let's not forget what Christina Poncher said to Abdullah Mason. Oh, Bob Earn said you're not ready for that fight yet. So he went there and put you in that fight right now. So who's making the fights? You understand what I'm saying? He's number two. Right. That don't mean he's not number one. He's number two. He's number two. So it's like, okay, Keyshawn win, bam. That don't mean that Abdullah Mason was going to get an opportunity next in the first place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Keyshawn said,
like, who thought that? Just because he said it, I didn't think that. So right then and there, you could have said he was just barking, but it's entertainment. Don't ever forget that. And it's his show, and he's seen the opportunity to ask him something straight up. That I rock with that energy, man. Just because it ain't happening next don't mean I gotta be mad at him. Like, nah, because they don't. If he was able to pick his fights and it wasn't next, yeah, I'll be mad. Because then I'll be like, you barking for nothing. But fighters are always gonna respond like fighters. Send a contract. We could fight next. You hear that all the time, but they're speaking as an individual. When those decisions are made in terms of who they're going to fight next, it's not made as an individual like they're speaking. You get what I'm saying? How is that hard to understand? So when a fighter is put on the spot and it be in the moment, shout out to Carl Brown. He came up here. He mentioned that. It's one of them things where you in the moment and you respond a certain way. You're not thinking like, oh, man, I got to be fake or I'm clout chasing him. You can't clout chase a guy that you got more clout than. I don't care how you trying to look at it. No, you can't. There's nothing to gain from doing what he just did. What? He gonna get props? Like, let's be. He got a he's damn world champion. Like, serious. His clout is gonna be going out there and winning his fight now, especially after missing weight. That's where the clout gonna be at. Not calling Abdullah Mason out. That does nothing for neither one of them. If Abdullah Mason would have called him out, it ain't. I wouldn't say, oh, he clout chasing. Nah, bro, he doing what a fighter's supposed to do, bro. I'm right there behind you, yo. I'll fight you. And I said it. If the contract is on that dude desk for a fight, I bet you he'd sign it. I got full belief that he would. Shout out to the dude. That's all, man. We just be losing sight. We find a way to be mad at everything in boxing. It's like, bro, how y'all mad from this? Nah, he's fake. He's capping. Nah, you got people in the comments. This video aged horribly, man. He said they could fight next. He knew he was going up. It's like, bro, just relax, bro. It don't be that serious, man. Y'all be just trying to be mad. Well, we're going to find out soon. Yeah, we're going to find out. But I still, listen, I got him standing on business. I still think he focused. I don't think he, and I could be wrong. Anything could have been going on, but I think he'll be fine. And I think he got a job to do. Bo Mac is still there. I believe in Bo Mac. I believe in them as a team. They've been working, man. And De Los Santos still going to have to work. If he want that scalp, he going to have to earn it. So shout out to him. But let's keep rolling, man. I hope we get the fight, but we'll see. But let's keep moving, man. Teofimo Lopez, man. He went in on the HANEYS, man. He had a lot more to say. This dude just don't stop. Bob Arum just told him he need to keep his mouth shut, but he don't listen. He don't listen. So we're going to get into this, y'all.
But you know something? Fuck the HANEYS. Fuck the HANEYS. Yo, for real, man. Fuck them, bro. They gotta work their way, man. When I was there and I was getting mine, they didn't want to give it to me. So fuck them.
Yo, Tio, I got a question, bro. What do you think about them trying to make you the B side in this instance, man? And you the lineal champion and the current, WBO champion at 140, bro. How you feel about that?
I feel grateful, man. Jesus said that to his disciples.
All good,
They hated me before they hated you. So I'm in that path. That's all it is, bro.
I always say,
and at the end of it, people are gonna say what they want until I'm gone. When I'm gone is when they'll give me my love and my roses.
Same thing.
But till then, we just keep fighting. And to the next champion there that comes in the sport, I'll make sure to pass him the torch. Rightfully so. But till then, man, I'm gonna hold on to this shit.
You going to heaven, Theo. Going to heaven,
the
bro.
only one with a belt. All the supposed kings, One thing I'm excited about though for the future, bro. I made a video about this. How Ryan fought Tank. We potentially was gonna get you and Devin. Just the taking out of all of them. Like it's your turn on the throne of let's see who's the best out of the Tank. Ryan, Devin. It's your turn. That's how I was seeing it. If the fight was to, come forth. Just because the big talks from you guys, making so much noise at 135, and then still maintaining belts. You guys are still popular names in the division. You guys are paved your own path. So that's one thing. If you make those happen, that's like icing on the cake.
Everything. Look, man, we're all still young. You know what I'm saying? Right. We're still young. There's no rush to any of this. If we give you guys all the fights right away, what you guys gonna want to see?
They're gonna want you to see it fight a heavyweight fight the time you're 30.
Yeah, like by the time I'm 30 years old, I think
Theo, if you learn a new dance style, family, it's gonna incorporate with your boxing style.
It's
gonna change up a couple things.
I was with Floyd, and Champ was like, "If it ain't broke, don't fix it." He was telling me a lot of good things, and then he was also saying, listen, whether they talk about you, whether they not talk, whether they talk good about you or bad about you, they talking about you.
They talking about you.
Yo, Tio, honestly,
just to clarify, Floyd Mayweather is not broke. Champ is not broke. He far from broke. That motherfucker TVE showed me his bank account. I was like, I ain't never seen numbers like that in my life.
Hey, Tio, the last few weeks I've been calling you Tio the caregiver to content creators and media. Yo, you've been feeding everybody, bro. They making content, they making videos, 3-hour live. They promising
they're going to talk about you again, but then next week they start talking because they can't stop talking about you. How do you see that, bro?
I see it as it should be. You got to be a need in this game of life, and if you're a need in this game of life,
It's hard to want to
then you should
listen to
live
this
long.
dude long though.
If
Bro, he be
blazing
blowing.
like a
He be
motherfucker.
blowing me. But he was saying he was doing a lot of talking after HANEYS. They all Muslims. This he was complaining about Saudi. Like y'all heard all the stuff. I hate to even play it all, but I just hate hearing him after a while. He be blowing me, bro, because he just like he say anything. He literally make it up on the go. He freestyle everything. All his thoughts is like freestyle. Like he tries too hard. Nothing is from the heart to me when he talks. It's not genuine. It's like it's for show. Like he say shit and he be swearing he got something or he's saying something smart and it be dumb as hell. It's like Socrates said, you know. I'd be like, bro, you're not that dude, yo. Don't start quoting nobody, man. Don't quote nobody, bro. Like, nah, when I say nobody. Dude went from quoting Stan Lee to Bruce Lee, like all in the same interview. I was like, get him the hell up out of here, bro. Get him out of here. Dude, we know you've been watching Spider-Man. No, you didn't just try to say that shit to us like we want to go catch on.
Nigga trying to be a philosopher, bro.
Yeah, just chill. I ain't saying you can't be intelligent. That's not what I'm saying, but don't try so hard. It don't come off as natural, come off as forced. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Be yourself, and I guess you being yourself, but you still trying too hard a little bit. Just like you ask him a regular question, you got to be all weird about it. Like, nah, bro, just answer the question, man. So I don't know, man. I don't like this whole you know, Devin Haney is his boy, and you know, they gonna rob me in Saudi, and it's all of them against me, and I'm not giving them an opportunity. And no, I wanted to do it then, and they didn't want to do it. And it's like, nah, he been wanting to fight you for a while, it seemed like, and you just, and then it's like the reasons you make for not fighting him. Like, no, won't he go get a good win and build himself? It's like, dude, there's no way in hell you go pick a Steve Claggett, but you worried about how Haney looked in his last fight. Like, knock it off. So it's like you would feel like now would be the time. And then he say in his interview or on that live, should I say, you know, on a Twitter space, like he don't sound like he want to fight there. Oh, if I give you the fight now, then you know, what y'all gonna have later? It's like, bro, he tried so many ways to justify not making the fight that makes sense. He did it with Barboza and just now fought him. Right now you doing it with Haney. It's like, dude, whatever, man.
After screaming, he want a big payday, and he don't get paid like certain fighters and this and that and all that shit.
Right.
Then you finally get an opportunity at the biggest payday of your career, and you turn it down as if you out here making motherfucking 20 millions, 15 millions a fight. Like, dude, like it's like you say, bro. He tries so hard. He's not the reason why I say he can't be a philosopher because that shit sounds stupid as fuck, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Keep that shit 100. It sounds dumb as hell. Then you talking about what Jesus said. Then you talking about F them, they all Muslims. Man, that don't have nothing to do with nothing, dude.
Yeah,
get the hell out of here, dude. You I don't know what's wrong with you, but like you say, bro, the dude tries so hard, bro. He tries so hard, bro, and that shit don't add up. Floyd said whether they talk about me or good or whether they talk about me bad, bro. The way they talk about you bad ain't in a good light.
Like, it ain't the same. Like he think it's like Floyd. Like you don't have the imagination of the fans that way. He marketed his hate into dollars, and it was clear. Like people was pissed. They used to be, and he'd give you the right kind of opponent that could create this illusion that they got this shot, and people would be sold on that alone. Like, yeah, I know this is gonna be the one. They'd show up with hopes of him losing and be wrong every time. You a fool, bro. He said, Teo James, dude, read the book upside down. I can't do that.
And don't just read it upside down. He read it backwards. He read the book backwards upside
down. That man's a fool, ain't he? That man's a fool, man. He's a big time fool, bro. But I still appreciate the talent that he is, but I hope he just continue to work on himself. That's all I could hope for as a grown man, seeing him as a young 27-year-old. Because I could just imagine what type of BS I was on, but not that kind of shit. But he just in such a better space where you got, like, you really at the top of your game. You should be, right? You in a position to really make it happen. And I can't stress that enough. I say that all the time when I talk about him. That's why I'd be surprised that he going about it this way. Because he put out a statement saying something about when he going to be fighting. And maybe it'll be the end of the year or something like that. And it's like, dude, you wouldn't even have to do that if you just took the opportunities. Like, I don't understand. You don't have to be sitting on the shelf. You don't got to be on the sideline. You don't got to keep coming up with these conspiracies as to why you shouldn't fight guys. Like, they're rushing to fight, but you want to fight Boots. It's not making sense. Y'all negotiated. Yeah, Devin wanted it at 47. Y'all negotiated at 45, and then you turned around and said it got to be at 40 and not in Saudi. It need to be in America. Like, bro, what the hell, man? I'm like, dude, like, and I get it because I level with him. That's why I say some of the shit he say makes some sense. He was like, bro, we built our history over here, and he was saying something like that, and I'm like, damn, he right. I can't even front. He right there. But that's still not enough of a reason to justify not taking it. And then who's to say, like, all right, if it's in the States, you think all of a sudden you're gonna get a fair shake? If he's putting on the card, what does it matter where it's at? If you think he gonna be the reason like you don't get the fair, you get what I'm saying? So it's like you fought in Times Square. That was him putting that together. You got a fair shake there. Why would you not get one now? Oh, I forgot. You called him a dictator and wanted to be stupid. So now you paranoid about how you gonna get treated after dissing him in front of everybody. I'll be paranoid too, bro. But you'll have yourself to blame for it. So he put out that long ass statement talking about he don't know when he'll be back, maybe looking to be back the end of the year and all that, man. Dude, just fight. So yeah, I've said I'm guilty. I said I wasn't going to talk about him, but I didn't know he was going to still keep finding a way. And like I said, with the Muslim stuff, that's a slippery slope, bro. Gotta watch them games you be playing. That's why I said ain't nobody playing with you. You're gonna piss off the wrong people, and that shit gonna affect your career in a different light. And that's all I say, man. Just focus on being a damn phenomenal boxer. And shit, you got a son. Don't be a role model for nobody else but him. Like, you get what I'm saying? You ain't got to be one for the people. Be one for your son, which would then, in turn, allow you to be one for other people, potentially. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I don't want to be like I'm preaching to him, but shit, I know whatever your purpose is, it definitely ain't to be on this shit that you on. You know what I'm saying? You forcing that stuff clearly, and you having a very negative effect. So I think now that you got a chance to see how it could affect you, like I heard him speaking in a way that he didn't speak, but then he turns around and he goes on this rant with the Muslim stuff. So I'm like, I just don't. He's CTE, man. He should be, his brain need to be studied. I'm telling you. He was phenomenal talent. Yeah, dances with Jabberwockies and catches bullets with his teeth. You stupid, bro. I'm telling you, he really is a talent. He can't dance for shit, though. I had a bunch of little clips from him, but I ain't even playing them because I don't want to hear him keep talking. I ain't even joking. It'd be hard to keep listening to him, y'all. But I don't know who we gonna fight, and I clearly don't ever see him and Keyshawn fighting no more. I mean, I don't see him fighting Keyshawn ever. Should I say? I don't see him fighting Haney at this point unless he's trying to wait for the perfect time. But you would think the time is now, so I can't lie. I don't know what he doing, and I don't even think he the next AB. Shit, I think AB was more accomplished than he was. Like, right? You know what I mean? Did it in multiple divisions and shit like that, bro. I don't even think he that, but you know what I'm saying? Shit, it took AB a while to lose, and AB wasn't running from no smoke. That's why I would never compare him. I get what you're saying. But I never compare him because AB fought people that he arguably shouldn't even fought, i.e. Maidana. Like, man, like, you get what I'm saying? That dude wasn't about no ducking. Fought Sean Porter, bro. He fought people that stylistically just was bad for him. And he still fought him.
Madonna had on them gloves and no pads in them.
I keep saying that, Money. I made a short video, man. I thought people would take heed to that because I was saying, like, who got cheated? Where's Devin or Broner? That's where I was going with it. And I put the video in there when it was arguing about the gloves and shit. Because to me, the red flag was these the same gloves we wore for Broner. That was the red flag for me.
Facts, bro. Facts.
How I look at that, bro, you're telling me what we have here is what we wore for Broner. And Floyd basically saying them shits ain't had the patent. If you look how swole Broner shit was on the side, look, I get it. He was taking shots, but you ain't never see him look like that. It was reports about his jaw being broke. I don't know if that was ever confirmed.
Concussions.
Yeah, like, come on. He kept it real in his Vlad interview. He said that fight changed him, and it did. Like, when the first time I got nervous for him in that whole situation is when they asked him, like, you know who you fighting? He was like, yeah. The cat. He was like, snapping his fingers. Yeah, the cat that knocked everybody out. Madonna Matisse, something. He called him 2 different names. I was like, for some reason, still to this day, that stick in my head. I was like, man, I started feeling the way because I'm like, nah, you playing. This dude about to try to clean you up. And when I seen him get dropped, I was like, bro, what's going on? What is going on? I was losing. I was like, bro, this is bad.
Like you said, bro, I said the same way. I made a whole video about it, bro. Like you said, Robert gonna sit the same gloves we fought before running the same glove. Before I say, look, you can check right here. These motherfuckers ain't got no padding in them. These motherfuckers ain't got no pad.
1,000 times, bro. Put them in the same fit I'm in, bro.
Put them in the same shit I'm fighting in. Put them in the same shit I'm fighting in.
Them gloves. It was just like I get comfortability. Like I can understand what you're saying, or I could at least from my vantage point try to understand. Like you're a fighter, you want to be as comfortable as possible going into that ring, but the way that y'all was sold like that had to be the pair of gloves, and they looked worn in, bro. Like I remember it looked like, you know, like a worn in couch cushion almost, right? Exactly, like that shit started giving me vibes of Nicholas Asbury when he exposed Tyson Fury moving padding out the gloves, right? It's just like an old black couch cushion when he was pushing them gloves in. And then Floyd is showing it. It ain't like he putting it on and he like, look. He like, yo, he could feel the knuckle ray. Ain't no
my knuckles right here. I feel my knuckles right here. Ain't no padding in the motherfucker. Ain't no padding in the motherfucker.
He just scary and this. I'm like, bro, that's what blows my mind. Imagine giving somebody an opportunity that you scared of. Like that shit don't even compute in my head. I can't make that don't register because it don't make sense. If I'm scared, then I don't even bother with you altogether, right? What do you mean? So I'm scary and I'm just going to fake my way through it. Did he fight like he was scared? Hell no. You get what I'm saying? Hell no. He didn't. Like, it's crazy. And he fought him a certain way and people said his legs was gone. Then he changed it up on him in a rematch. Then they complained, said he ran again. Teal versus Carl Carpenter, 2025. I'm telling you, that's who it's going to be behind the hands. Like, he constantly getting in his way. So I don't see it working in his favor, man. I think he's going to keep blowing it for himself, man, if he don't smarten up anyway. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see him just stay quiet. Like, you know, when Bob Arum just said, when he's saying Teo don't need to know when to keep his mouth shut, he's saying that type of stuff. He's trying to help you out. He ain't about to hold your hand. He old as hell. He don't got time to really be playing with you. But he did say you need to know when to just be quiet, bro. And that's all I be saying. I ain't trying to say shut up and box. But shut up and box if the shit that you saying is going to be like, shit, I got in this title, F the Haney's, this and that. I mean, I get that. That's just talk. But why F them? Like, if it's really F them, why not beat his son up? Seriously, and I'm not rooting for that because I would be rooting for Devin. I'm telling you, I think he could beat him style-wise. But why not beat him up? Is it really F them if you don't want to fight him? Like, why with the banter and the back and forth? You really you can try to one-up him. You can say, yo, that style does not beat me. But you don't sound comfortable. You sound like whatever running you felt like he did, even though you said it was bad, you don't seem like you confident that wouldn't beat you. And that's crazy. How you went from, you know, heavy criticism to now paranoia about getting a fair shake. I thought you was that much better than him. That's what your father said anyway. That's how you talk. Like, so that's what I'm saying. If that's all he gonna do, there's no way. I don't know if he beats Teo doing exactly what he just did with Ramirez. I wouldn't bet my money on that. I think he would need more offense with Teo. But I think it's possible if he can mentally get out of his own way. You know what I'm saying? And let his hands go. But then again, I can't wait to see him fight again because I'm anxious almost to see if what I thought was right. Was he just really like securing a victory and getting to what he thought was going to be a rematch, right? Because if he get back shooting that right hand and that jab like consistently, that's really what's missing. Like, that's a big part of his game. That straight right hand and his jab consistently being thrown, using it to, you know, establish distance and get that right hand home. You know what I'm saying? And open up to the body. That shit is a big part of his offense. And without doing it, and you don't see it with no consistency, you have so much like inactive spots, dry spots in the rounds because he's not doing what he typically do. That's the crazy part. It's only a matter of a couple punches where he need to be thrown consistently, where he'll look a lot more like himself if he doing it. Word on the street is Teo Duck Willie the warehouse worker because he 1/3 black. You stupid. Yeah, I'm telling you, don't want them folk, man.
Yeah, dude, just run this mouth, bro. Like you say, he killing his own career at the end of the day. So it's gonna come down. Like he gonna have when you fuck up with the promoters, bro. You know you fucked up. Like it's one thing to go at it with the fighters. I get it. All right, this that about the fighters. But when you start messing up with the promoters and the dudes that sign the checks, bro, that can chef your ass, and then when you feel like, oh, okay, I'm really ready to fight now. Let's go. No, sir. No, sir. You messed up the opportunities that we wanted to put your ass in and make good money. Now you don't have really nothing on the table. So now you wasting your own career away. And your fans need to be realistic with you and tell you the goddamn truth instead of sitting up there glazing and kissing your ass.
Yo, I just boxing fans are weird, yo. Like they weird, and they really don't like boxing. Like it's a difference between like accountability and just trying to trash a person the first time they make a mistake, and that's where I'm at with it. Like to try to question, oh, he's not a real one now, and he's just a cheater, or now he's a weight bully. Look at all these different narratives from the guy missing weight. Like I get it, you critique him, but you go overboard. It's like, yeah, nah, I just fucking he ain't real after that. I'm rooting for Edwin now. It's like, man, y'all weird, bro. Y'all weird, man. Weird.
And when it comes to T.O. Jeff, I try to get T.O. all the chance in the world. It started back when Floyd took his spot when he was with Triller. Yeah. Floyd took his date. He was clownish. He started that racist Easter. Then it just went on and on and on, bro. And it's like he can't stop. Like I feel like he's doing it on purpose. Like he know exactly what he's doing. This ain't who he is. Like, oh no, this is who T.O. is. Nah. This is what he's trained to be, and he's doing it on purpose, bro. You know what I mean? He got a little shine. He linked up with certain people, started talking that bullshit, and now he tried to stand on that shit and stick to it with him and his pops, bro. And all he's gonna do is background on him. That's all he's gonna do.
Yeah, Timalifu. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But I hope this fight do go on though, man. That's not encouraging to hear that the money ain't making them brothers, because you think that'd be, money make the sport go round, man.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? So go ahead, Edwin. Go ahead and take that Brady Watt, man. Go ahead, bro. We trying to see something.
You gonna take it, bro. Like I said,
I don't tomorrow night, man.
See him pulling out. I don't see him pulling out. Like I don't see you going this long, bro, to get to this opportunity. You know what I'm saying? Because you remember that it don't be him right there. It be his team right there negotiating. But I feel like once they bring it back to him, he's not. You know how it is, man. You play hardball as long as you could to get as much as you could. That's all that is.
Right.
They go take the fight. Ain't no way this fight not taking place. Just me. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I ain't saying I can't be wrong, but I just feel in my heart, ain't no way in hell he turned this fight down. Not talking like he talking.
Facts. That's why he got to, man. De Los Santos, man, to do this for the hood.
This one for the hood. Oh shit, they done fucked my boy Brown up, man. But Jess, I gotta take this phone call. My brother knows I always love kicking it with you and building with you, bro. I will be back. You know what I mean? Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button, show love to Brody, man. Continue to respect and support the real ones, not the ones that you can support who you want to support. But the motherfuckers want to make everything a debate and don't get y'all, you know what I'm saying, some type of logic on both sides, because it's okay to feel a certain way about a fighter. Like you can feel how you want to feel. But don't take credit away from the fighter. Get them, like Just said, get them to just do that they fucking. A lot of y'all will take just do away from these fighters just to shit on them. Like y'all don't want to give them no credit. They can't do no right. Like everything, they can't do nothing right at all. Like everything is just on them. Is you blame them for every goddamn thing. Like that says a lot, man. That says a lot. That speaks about people's character. That speaks about people talking about they're a fan of the sport. Because if you're a fan of the sport, you still gonna show respect. Like even if
it's like he made a mistake. Y'all gotta understand that whether or not it reads one, that's a little blip. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not something that he needs. So, and give him a chance to work through it. Let's see if he gonna finish the job now. All right, I didn't get the weight right, but I'm gonna get this win right. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go get this dub. I'm gonna put on the right kind of fight. Get what I'm saying? That shit is important. That shit mattered to me, right? Messing up is one thing, but controlling what you can control from that point on is something different. And that's all I'm looking for.
Might be fight of the year. We just don't know what's coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Could be.
Just gotta wait. You know?
Right.
A lot of y'all saying he this dangerous. Y'all keep saying, "Oh, he's dangerous. He's dangerous." Keyshawn scared. He's scared. Well, if he's dangerous and so scared, then y'all can't wait to see the fight. Y'all should. know what's gonna happen.
Think about it. Keyshawn's scared, but if they was just like y'all thought, then it wouldn't be no negotiating. They'd just be saying they gonna fight, right? Nah, hell with the weight. We still fighting 100%. Like Devin did, took that money and kept going. And shit, boxing source said they wasn't budging even with the money. So, you know what I mean? But that's no fault to Edmonds. That would be on Keyshawn, though. It would be a missed opportunity for him. So, I hope that don't happen. Hopefully, we see this fight.
I don't see them turning this fight down.
I hope not.
I'm gonna get at you, my brother, man.
You already know, bro. Appreciate you, man.
But shout out to the chat, man. Appreciate y'all.
Shout out to everybody that's rocked out. Always, man, the dope build over here, man. Let's keep building boxing, man. We don't got to argue boxing. We could build boxing. You get what I'm saying? I really believe that. But, yeah, he made a mistake. Whether, you know, I feel like it's a mistake ultimately anytime you don't make a weight that you were supposed to make. So, either intentional or not, it's still a mistake because people about to criticize you. And rightfully so. 4 pounds and some change. Keyshawn, what the hell, right? It's nothing wrong with holding him accountable, but fight your fight tomorrow. Be impressive. Be the businessman. Go up to 140. Be great up there. That's all. That's all, right? You know what I'm saying? Ain't the end of the world. Ain't the end of the world. It's not the end of the world, bro. But shout out to everybody that rocked out, man. Another dope build in the books, man. I think he's shown, as long as the fight is on, he gonna handle business. De Los Santos should be a really good fight for him, man. You know what I'm saying? And maybe a good welcome to the division kind of fight. You know what I'm saying? Or welcome to the next. So maybe he'll use this opportunity to warm up for the next class, you know. Try to ask me to call the fight. Just to let me call the fight, you crazy. Legacy remains, what it do. But yeah, man, Abdullah Mason, you got Troy Isley, shit, DB3 on there, Tiger Johnson, you know, Scooter Davis, Troy Isley, yeah, and Yuri Sedino. I gotta check him out. That's the guy that Dub told me about. So I'm gonna be checking him out. So hopefully we get all the fights tomorrow, man. But Keyshawn, tighten up, youngin. You already know it ain't the end of the world. It's a small thing to a giant. The most important task at hand, as long as it's a fight, is to beat that boy ass and go up to 140 and get on Frank Martin helmet, because Frank Martin tweeting about you already. You did. So that's what I love, man. The potential of more fights to come down the line. That's just what you want to see. So that's my time for today, man. I appreciate every last one of y'all that pulled up. Hit that like button. Everybody that subscribed to the channel. We're going to keep building, y'all. Y'all know how we do. Russell, Matias, and people give Keyshawn problems. Listen, all those dudes can give everybody problems, money. But those are all good fights, bro. It ain't just about, you know, if they give him problems. He gives all of those guys problems, if not possibly beat them, right? At 140, I feel like those guys on any given night, they can beat each other. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to William Old School. Peace, bro. And Marcus, my dog. Appreciate you, man. You tired of the content creator arguing in the videos, debate? Come to Jusdueboxing. You stupid. Come to Jusdu. But hopefully we get that fight, y'all. And again, I appreciate y'all. Shout out to everybody at the Super Chat, Cash App, man. Y'all the real MVPs. Everybody that stayed to the end of the show. And we made it through another one, y'all. So with that, we out of here to the next one. We're going to have fun tomorrow night, as long as there is a tomorrow night. We're going to enjoy them fights, y'all. So with that, y'all, much love. Enjoy y'all night, and peace to the fam.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, his channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word him up. Yeah. You know what time it is. .4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.